fans, and please welcome our bat boy for tonight's game, Jamison Brown. Jamison, if you're over there, give the crowd a wave. And coming together on the field are tonight's umpires, as assigned by the West Coast League. Behind home plate tonight will be number 43, Billy Yeager. And on the bases, number 47, Andrew Mervin. Black Bears fans, please be on the lookout for foul balls that may leave the playing field at any time. We remind you to pay attention while you enjoy your time here at David Story Field. All right, fans. The Cowlitz Black Bears are proud to have Jordan from Dutch Bros throw out our ceremonial first pitch. Give it up for Jordan. All right, Jordan, let's see what you got. And just a little bit short of the plate. I like the velocity though, Jordan. I like it. If you want to discuss pitching mechanics with Jordan, him and his Dutch Bro friends will be over at the party deck here tonight. All right, fans, it's time to meet tonight's starting lineups. First for the visiting Portland Pickles, as announced by head coach Mark Magdaleno. Leading off, the second baseman, number 1, Eddie Saldivar Jr. Batting second, the first baseman, number 15, Jacob Jablonski. Batting third, the catcher, number 27, Michael Campagna. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 44, Josh Schleichart. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 3, Peyton Allen. Batting sixth, the shortstop, number 34, Kyle Russell. Batting seventh, the center fielder, number 29, Kyler Stancato. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 7, Wyatt King. And batting ninth, the left fielder, number 25, Josiah Shipley. And starting on the mound for the Pickles tonight is number 10, Freddie Rodriguez. And now the starting lineup for your Cowlitz Black Bears. The starters as announced by head coach Alan Embry. Leading off, the left fielder from Gonzaga University, number 17, Sam Khaled Overside. Batting third, the center fielder from the University of Hawaii, number 26, Ben Ziegler. Batting fourth, the third baseman from the University of Washington, number 38, Nick Hovland. Batting fifth, the first baseman from Western Oregon University, number 47, John Olsen. Batting sixth, the shortstop from Gonzaga, number 3, Brock Bozette. Batting seventh, the catcher from Linfield College, number 22, Brett Jones. Catcher from Linfield. Batting eighth, the second baseman from Clark College, number 11, Cannon Humphreys. Batting ninth, the right fielder, number 28, from the University of San Diego, Austin Smith. And starting on the mound tonight for your Black Bears from Utah Tech, the right-hander, number 23, Ryan Hartman. And joining the Black Bears on the field are the Kelso 8U All-Stars. All right, fans, now please rise and remove your caps as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem. Please welcome Courtney Villeneuve.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Amazing rendition, Courtney. I love the duet, and the solo was just as good. All right, fans, the formalities are done. All that's left now is to play ball.
5 games left to go in the regular season, and after a 9-6 win last night for the Cowlitz Black Bears, they're looking to try to help their case even more, trailing the Bend Elks, who hold the final playoff spot in the South Division of the West Coast League by 2.5 games. Cowlitz helped themselves out last night with the victory, but Yakima Valley also won as well, who sit a game and a half up on the Black Bears, while also being a game back of the Bend Elks. 5 games left to go, and only 2 more left to go here at Story Field field as well. It's game number 2 between the Portland Pickles and the Cowlitz Black Bears, and it's here from Story Field. Welcome in to Cowlitz Black Bears baseball on Mixlr.com and streaming live on YouTube as well. Brendan Riley ready to bring you all 9 and maybe even more here on your Wednesday evening. Getting the ball for the Cowlitz Black Bears here tonight. It'll be the sophomore from Utah Tech, Ryan Hardman, making his 8th start of the year, 6.06 ERA, 1-2, 32 and a third inning, 2/3 innings pitched for Hardman this summer, 34 hits, 27 runs with 22 earned, with 8 walks to 26 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .264 against him, trying to bounce back after his shortest start of the summer that came last Thursday against Wenatchee. He can knock it out of the 3rd inning, allowing 5 hits, 5 runs, only 4 earned, with 3 walks and 4 strikeouts. He'll face off against this lineup for the Portland Pickles: Eddie Saldivar Jr., Jacob Jablonski, and Michael Campagna. Josh Slightcart doing the designated hitting in the cleanup spot. Peyton Allen batting 5th with Kyle Russell in the 6th hole. Kyler Stancano bats 7th with Wyatt King in the 8th hole, and Josiah Shipley batting 9th. First pitch from Ryan Harmon is called on the outside corner for strike number 1, and we're off and running here at 6:37 p.m. on your Wednesday evening. 69 degrees in Longview, sunny skies as the 0-1. Fastball misses low to Saldivar. Counts even at 1-1. Winds out of the west-northwest at 6 miles per hour. Ryan Hardman, so far this season, he has been good for this Black Bears pitching staff. The 1-1. Fastball flared down the left field line, and he'll tail out a play. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Hardman, the longest he's gone this year was 2 starts ago against Corvallis back on July 21st. Went 6 1/3, 6 hits, 5 runs with 3 earned, with 1 walk to 4 strikeouts, and now allow a walk over his first 3 outings of the summer. Allowed 3 last time out, though. The 1-2 outside with the heater from Hardman. Counts even at 2-2 here to Eddie Saldivar leading things off. The sophomore from Long Beach State, hitting .267 this summer, 1 for 2 with a pair of RBIs last night. The 2-2. He fouls it off once again down the left field line. Cowlitz going with their orange jerseys today, with Cowlitz across the chest and black caps with white pants. Portland going with the traditional road grays with Pickles across the chest and green numbers to go along with gray pants and blue caps. The 2-2 from Hardman. Popped up out of play, and we'll do it again. Black Bears last night, they were going back and forth. Cowlitz took the initial lead in the bottom of the 4th inning on a solo shot from Ben Ziegler. But then both teams traded 3 spots in the 5th. Portland another 3 spot in the top of the 6th. Cowlitz was able to tie it up with 2 of their own. The 2-2 pitch, a high chopper back to Hardman on the mound. He's got to be quick. Gloves it to throw to first, and Olsen is in time for out number 1. So a good start here for Ryan Hardman as he gets the speedster Eddie Saldivar Jr. out here. And there's 1 gone for Jacob Jablonski. Sam Canton, Ben Ziegler, and Austin Smith, the outfield left to right. Nick Hovland at 3rd, Brock Bozette at short. Cannon Humphreys making his first start over at 2nd after he joined the team yesterday. And John Olsen's at 1st with Brett Joner, the battery mate to Ryan Hardman. First pitch to Jacob Jablonski. Just misses down and away for ball number 1. Your umpires this evening on the base pass, Andrew Mervin, and calling balls and strikes is Billy Yeager. 1-0. On the outside corner at the knees from Hardman, counts even at 1-1 here to Jacob Jablonski. No score on the top of the 1st, just underway in game number 2. Cowlitz trying to pick up their 5th series win in their last 6. The 1-1. Popped up and out of play down the left field line. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Cowlitz coming into today, 2.5 games back, like I said at the top of the broadcast, but they continue to win, and if the Corvallis Knights continue to roll, Ben will continue to drop games. The Black Bears will need a win from the Wenatchee Apple Sox and hopefully a series win as well. The 1-2, foul tipped into the glove, held on to by Joner for out number 3. 2 up and 2 down for Ryan Hardman as he picks up his first punch out, and there's 2 gone now for Michael Campagna. Last night, Corvallis all over Bend in game number 1, and Yakima Valley walking off Wenatchee in extra innings last night in Yakima. That was an 11-10 win over the Apple Sox in 12 innings. Wenatchee led by 5 runs over the final 4 innings at parts, but we're not able to put away the Pippins. First pitch to Michael Campagna. He's swinging as he pops it up on the right side for strike number 1. So Cowlitz, 1 more against Portland after tonight, and then 3 in Bend starting on Friday. So Cowlitz will need to continue their winning ways. 7-3 in their last 10. Season series is tied between these 2 sides. The 0-1 pitch popped up straight back. It's quickly 0-2. Hartman looking for a 1-2-3 inning and get things started. Portland clinched a playoff spot last night despite their loss. With the Bend loss, that automatically puts Portland into the playoffs. Right now they're battling with Ridgefield to see who will be the 2 seed and will have home field advantage in what would be the Portland-Ridgefield series. The 0-2 pitch, cut on and miss for strike number 3. A 1-2-3 start for Ryan Hartman as he strikes out the final 2 he faces through half an inning at Story Field. No score between Portland and Cal. You're listening to Callants Black Bears Baseball.
Fans, it's hard to believe, but yes.
It's coyote season here at Cowlitz River Rigging. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
Big prizes throughout the game. You just got to do one thing. Show up. Tons of amazing prizes provided by, well, this is just some of them.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com. Head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Ryan Hartman, a 1-2-3. Top of the first inning as we go to the bottom of the first at Story Field. Black Bears and Pickles tied up at 0. Freddie Rodriguez, the freshman from Cal Poly, the incoming freshman that is, getting the start for the Pickles here tonight, making his 6th start on the year, 4.72 ERA, 2-0 for the West Sacramento, California native. 26 2/3 for the right-hander, 22 hits, 14 runs, all they earned with 14 walks and 26 strikeouts. Last time he threw was back on July 27th against Walla Walla. 5 innings, 3 hits, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts of shutout baseball. Black Bears look like this in the lineup tonight. Sam Canton, Callan Halverson, and Ben Ziegler, the top 3 in the order. Nick Hovland does the cleanup duties with John Olson, who's on a 17-game hit streak, batting 5th. Brock Bozette bats 6th. Brett Joner in the 7-hole. Cannon Humphreys batting 8th, and Austin Smith rounds out the starting 9 for Alan Embry this evening. Sam Cannon to lead things off against Freddie Rodriguez to get us rolling for the Black Bears in game number 2. Canton will dig in from the left side, one of the 3 lefties in the lineup for the Black Bears tonight. Canton, Ziegler, and Austin Smith. Rodriguez rocks and fires. First pitch, he's swinging a line driver right to Eddie Saldivar, the second baseman, for out number 1. So a quick start there as we will have our first substitution. Josiah Shipley, who started and left, will now come out of the game as Caden Parker, former Black Bear as well as former Northwest Star Nighthawk. He takes over in left. As now there's 1 gone, of course, with only 5 games left to go in the regular season. In Portland, in the playoffs, they are trying to make sure that they have enough guys eligible for the playoffs coming up next week. It will be a 3-game series for the first round, then a single game for the division championships, and then it will be a 1-game West Coast League championship winner-take-all. Here's Callan Halverson with 1 out, first pitch. Fastball below the knees for ball number 1. So we can give you the Portland Pickles defensive lineman, Caden Parker, and left Kyler Stancato in center, and Wyatt King in right. Peyton Allen at third, the 1-0 pitch. Misses high and in for ball number 2. Kyle Russell at short. Eddie Saldivar at second, and Jacob Jablonski at first, and the battery mate to Freddie Rodriguez as Michael Campagna, the 2-0. High and away. 3-0 now to Halverson. Halverson last night, multi-hit game for him, his 16th on the year, going 2 for 5 with an RBI. Here's the 3-0. Fastball called at the knees for strike number 1. 1 out in the bottom of the first inning. Scoreless so far in game number 2. Went scoreless through the first 3.5 innings last night, the 3-1. Inside for ball number 4. Callan Halverson, a walk in his first plate appearance. He's now reached in his last 11 as the Black Bears have their first base runner on for Ben Ziegler. So Ziegler will now dig in from the left side. One out and a runner on first in the bottom of the first inning as the Hawaii Rainbow Warrior commit. Ben Ziegler will dig in from the left side. 37th game for him this summer, hitting .355. Team leading average with 8 doubles, 3 home runs, and 25 RBIs. Picked up home run number 3 last night in the fourth. First pitch, he takes outside for ball number 1. 1 for 4 last night with the RBI. Put it over the right field wall here at Story Field. Tough feat to do. Saw 2 home runs last night, almost saw 3. Callan Halverson, the man standing over at first, pulling off the short wall, and right on cue, Rodriguez takes a look over and has Halverson back in with a dive. But Ziegler, 3 home runs in the past week and a half for him, getting started 2 Saturdays ago against the Ridgefield Raptors. 1-0. Fastball high in the air, down the right field line. If it's fair, it's gone, and it's foul. Ben Ziegler almost had his second home run in as many nights, but just a tad early on it. And now leaving out the count at 1-1. That one just hooked foul of the right field foul pole, so a long strike number 1 here to Ziegler. Well, has a hit in 9 out of his last 11. Coming into tonight on a 5-game hit streak as well. Rodriguez set at the belt, the 1-1. Fastball called on the inside corner at the knees. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Ziegler got that pitch in his wheelhouse. Loves the ball, middle of the plate and up, and he turned on it there, but just ended up being a fraction too early. You know, as to protect the ball and 2 strikes, Nick Hovland, the third baseman, on deck here in the bottom of the first inning. Cowlitz almost out to a hot start here in game number 2. Here's the pitch. Cut on and miss for strike number 3. Ziegler chases the fastball high and away. He strikes out for a team-leading 30th time, and there's now 2 gone. So Rodriguez able to come back and punch out Ziegler as they'll now bring in Nick Hovland with 2 outs, a runner over at first. Cowlitz trying to take the early lead here in game number 2 as Hovland will dig in. A 1 for 4 night for him last night, picking up his first triple on the year. Another look over at first. Halverson is in standing. 4-game hit streak for Hovland and has reached in his last 8 as well. Hitting .270 for the Washington Husky. He awaits the first pitch from Rodriguez and will have to wait as another look over at Halverson. 3 RBIs for Hovland last night, his 6th multi-RBI game this year, his 3rd in his last 10 games as well. Hitting .297 over that stretch, 11 for 37. The first pitch lays off a breaking ball outside for ball number 1. A loss tonight for the Pickles. And Corvallis would be officially the number 1 seed, having the best overall record, the 1-0, cut on and miss. Counts even at 1-1. Corvallis already won the first half, though, ended up being a pretty close race for the first half title. They had a winner-takes-all game against Ridgefield that they were able to scrape by. But Corvallis has won 15 in a row coming into tonight. Black Bears were set by Corvallis over that stretch, the 1-1. The breaking ball's fouled off back to the screen. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Hovland now have to protect 2 strikeouts last night for him, up to 26 on the year. Rodriguez trying to work around that 1-out walk to Callan Halverson, who stands over at first. Rodriguez from West Sacramento comes set, the 1-2. Fastball got him swinging upstairs for strike number 3, and the side is retired. So the Black Bears get a base runner on in the bottom of the first inning, but can't do anything with it as they score no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. Third inning here at Story Field. No score between the Black Bears and the Pickles. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
The Cowlitz Black Bears are back and ready for you at Story Field. It's another summer of family-friendly fun. Plus, the Black Bears can host your birthday party, after-work get-together, or even your nonprofit can host a night and make extra money for your organization. Create a summer of great family memories with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Don't miss a single inning of Cowlitz Black Bears baseball with special events all summer long. See the schedule online, get tickets at the gate, or right now at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Here at Fiber Federal Credit Union, we're just like any other family. Sometimes you like getting together for a big old family shindig. Other times it would be really great if that family shindig could just be virtual. At Fiber Federal, we always love seeing you at any of our 16 locations, but don't feel like you need to see us face-to-face all the time. With online and mobile banking, mobile deposits, our nationwide network of ATMs, and 24/7 call center, you can visit us anytime, anywhere. And now, several locations feature ITMs with virtual representatives for basic transactions, like withdrawals, cash and check deposits, transfers, loan payments, and balance inquiries. That saves you time for more important things, like seeing your mother in person. She told us to say that. Fiber Federal Credit Union. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union. FiberCU.com. Member NCUA.
First pitch to Josh Slikart is fouled off on the right side for strike number 1. Top 2 in game number 2. Scoreless between the Pickles and the Black Bears. Josh Slikart, former Utah Ute, awaits the 0-1. Here it is. It's a fastball right at the knees. It's quickly 0-2 here to Slikart. 0 for 4 in 3 games with the Pickles this year. Hit .237 with the Northwest Stars. This summer, the 0-2 pitch. Fastball got him looking on the outside corner for strike number 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, says Ryan Hardman to Josh Slikart. Third straight strikeout in a row for Hardman. His first looking of the day, as there's now 1 gone for Peyton Allen.
The third baseman, number 3, Peyton Allen.
Allen will dig in from the left side with 1 out and nobody on in the top of the second inning. 0 for 4 night with 2 strikeouts last night for him. He takes on the outside corner for strike number 1. 2 strikeouts last night for Allen in the 0 for 4 outing for the Fresno State Bulldog, hitting .221, 4 doubles, a home run, and 15 RBIs. The 0-1 pitch shows bunt and pulls it back as the fastball runs high and away. Counts even at 1-1. Allen has reached in his last 5, but saw a 3-game hit streak snapped last night. The pitch, cut on and missed, out in front of what looked like to be a little bit of an off-speed pitch there from Hardman. Now ball and 2 strikes. Allen hitting 143 over his last 5. The 1-2. Foul tipped into the glove and held on to by Joner behind the plate. Now the 4th straight strikeout for Hardman, and there's 2 gone. Ryan Hardman dealing early in game number 2. These games a must-win for this Black Bears team.
Number 34, Kyle Russell.
Here's Kyle Russell, the shortstop, with 2 outs and nobody on. First pitch. Fastball hit hard in the air down the right field line. Smith on his horse towards the corner. He'll end up tailing foul for strike number 1. Kyle Russell getting good barrel on that baseball for the sophomore from Washington State, but ends up tailing foul for strike number 1. Russell, 2 walks, came in to score as well last night after he came in as a replacement for Jose Ruiz, who came in as a replacement for Joseph Rodriguez. Talked about it on the top of the broadcast. Saw it already from Mark Magdaleno, the head coach for the Portland Pickles, brought in Caden Parker for Josiah Shipley immediately after the first pitch thrown by Freddie Rodriguez, but that's what you got to do at this part of the year. The 0-1 from Hardman. Chop foul at the third base line and an inside fastball. It's quickly 0-2. Hardman trying to strike out the side now. Here with 2 outs in the top of the second inning. Hardman already with 4 strikeouts today. Tied for his season high. Here's his 0-2. Misses upstairs with the heater. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Hardman has hit 4 strikeouts in 5 of his 7 starts this summer. Trying to break that 4 strikeout threshold here in the top of the second inning. 1-2. Fastball right back up the middle. Hardman almost got his glove to it, but it sneaks through for a base hit. Kyle Russell picks up the first hit of the game for either side, and it's a 2-out single. Now they'll bring in Kyler Stancato. So the fastball left over the heart of the plate there by Hardman. It's a 2-out single, as now they'll bring in Stancato. The center fielder will dig in from the left side. That snaps a streak of 5 games without a hit for Kyle Russell. As Stancato, the Cal State Bakersfield Roadrunner commit, digs in. Quick look over at first, and Russell's just able to get his hand back in before the tag of Olsen. 2 outs in the top of the second inning. With a runner on first, no score here in game number 2. Cowlitz going for the series win tonight. Portland trying to force the split in a rubber game tomorrow. First pitch from Hardman. It's a fastball on the inside corner, calling for strike number 1. Stancato, multi-hit game for him last night. His 10th of the year, going 2 for 4 with a double, an RBI, and a walk for the Glendale, Arizona native. He's reached in his last 9 games and has 3 straight games with a multi-hit performance. The 0-1. Hit hard but foul over on the left side. It's quickly 0-2. Stancato also trying to extend his 6-game hit streak as well, hitting .500, 10 for 20 over those 6 games. Now he's got to protect, quickly down 0-2 here against Ryan Hardman, who's thrown a lot of strikes early on. Russell gets a lead off of first. 2 stolen bags for him so far this summer. Hardman comes set. Working from the first base side of the rubber. Here's the 0-2. Misses upstairs and away with the heater. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Glass Fiber Family Wednesday of the summer here at Story Field. Tomorrow night, the regular season home finale for Cowlitz. If they make the playoffs, they would have 1 game at home, which would be against the Corvallis Knights. The 1-2 fastball fouled straight back, and we'll do it again. But the playoff format, the lower seed gets the first game at home, and then the higher seed gets games 2 and then 3 if necessary. Portland pretty much locked in that 2 seed unless Yakima Valley can somehow win the second half. Ridgefield in a good spot to make the playoffs for the 2nd year in a row, and then it turns into the next 3, Ben, Yakima Valley, and this Cowlitz Black Bears team battling for that 4 spot. It's the 1-2. Fouled off, and we'll do it again. Corvallis already off to a 2-0 lead. They're at home. They're in the top of the 2nd inning between Corvallis and Ben. They're in the top of the 2nd as well. And Yakima, no score between the Apple Sox and the Pippins. But Cowlitz just needs to take care of business on their own here against this Portland Pickles team. 1-2 the count once again. Another look at first. A tag, and not in time, says the base umpire, Andrew Mervin. From here, it looks like Hardman might have gotten the pickoff, but Andrew Mervin thinks otherwise. So Kyler Stancato still awaits the 1-2 here with 2 outs in the top of the 2nd. Russell, a good lead over at first. Hardman set. The 1-2, there goes the runner. It's popped up down the left field line. Sam Canton on the run. Coming on, he'll make the grab for out number 3. And the side is retired, so 2-out single comes to pass for the Pickles as they score no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. Through an inning and a half here in Longview, no score between the Pickles and the Black Bears. You listen, counts. Black Bears baseball.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200. Weather Guard.
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Stuff those cheap tire centers don't offer. Because I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, speed check.
Hit the road safely with Les Schwab and save up to $150 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
Hi, it's Jess and Bobby checking in from the Grown Man's Candy Store. I'm sure we can all agree that Mother Nature has been a little, unpredictable this year,
To say the least, but one thing you can predict is steel's power and reliability.
At Cowlitz River Rigging, we carry a wide variety of superior steel, gas, and battery-powered equipment to get all your jobs done.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
5th Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
John Olson to lead things off for the Black Bears in the bottom of the 2nd inning. No score after an inning and a half. John Olson, his first chance to extend his hit streak to 18 games for Olson. Has a hit in every game that he has played since June 24th as he digs in from the right side. Rodriguez working from the windup, the first pitch. is on the outside corner, called for strike number 1. Olson last night 1 for 4 with an RBI and a strikeout for the Western Oregon commit, the Portland native, hitting .320 this summer, 3 doubles and 19 RBIs. The 0-1. Breaking ball on the outside corner. It's 0-2. Rodriguez, the Cal Poly commit. Saw there that the first time through, he had a long pause when he first initially broke from his windup. That time, a little bit of quick pitch there. He goes with the long one. Now a turn, the 0-2. Fastball misses upstairs. It's the ball in 2 strikes. Rodriguez looking like Johnny Cueto here early on, the veteran right-hander. Cueto would do the same exact thing. See Nestor Cortez of the New York Yankees doing something similar this year as well. The 1-2, there's the quick slide step as it misses down and away. Counts even at 2-2. Johnny Cueto now at the Chicago White Sox. After with the Giants for a long spell. I always remember him in Cincinnati. The pitch found straight back. Counts even at 2-2. Olson a good battle here to lead things off in the bottom of the second for the Black Bears. Brock Bozette, the shortstop, on deck. Here in the bottom of the second inning, Cowlitz still in search of their first hit. Did get a base runner in the bottom of the first on a 5-pitch walk to Callan Halverson. Rodriguez rocks and fires the 2-2. Chop foul into the Black Bears dugout. And we'll do it again. Olson a nice job battling 22 strikeouts in 34 games for Olson this year. 3 coming against this Portland Pickles team. Now his 4th game against his hometown team this summer. 2 strikeouts to end the bottom of the first for Rodriguez. 2-2 once again, and it's a front door breaking ball that misses high and in. It's a full count to the leadoff man, John Olson. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up between Rodriguez and Olson. The payoff pitch. Fastball skied down the right field line. I'll end up tailing out a play. We'll do it again, so we go to a 9th. A good battle here by Olson. Black Bears trying to get their leadoff man on for the first time today. Rodriguez is ready. Here's the 3-2 once again. Hit hard down the right field line. Will end up foul. And so we continue. 10th pitch of the at-bat now coming up here between Rodriguez and John Olson. Here it is. Slider misses low for ball number 4. What an at-bat by John Olson, being able to foul off several pitches after he went down quickly 0-2. Olson now has reached in his last 19, as that will bring up Brock Bozette. A good start by Olson, his 18th walk of the year, as now Brock Bozette will dig in. 4-game hit streak for him after a 1-for-4 night for the Gonzaga Bulldog last night. Runner on first with no outs in the bottom of the second. First pitch from Rodriguez. Fastball misses down away, skips away from Campagna all the way to the backstop. Olson will move into scoring position, first time for either side, as now an RBI opportunity presents itself for Brock Bozette. 19 RBIs on the year for him. He had 3 against Nanaimo over the weekend. He's reached in his last 8 games. First baseman Jacob Jablonski playing in on the green turf on the infield at Story Field, expecting bunt. 1-0. Breaking ball, soft tapper on the left side. This will move over Olson as Allen comes on. I'll make the snag and throw it over to first for out number 1. But Bozette, productive at bat as Olson's able to advance all the way to third. And that will give us our first look at Brett Joner at the plate. Joner from Linfield will dig in from the right side. 1 out, and John Olson standing over at third. In the bottom of the second inning, Cowlitz trying to take the lead first For the second time in a row against this Pickles team, Joner hit 288 at Linfield this past year with 7 RBIs. First pitch he sees. He takes on the outside corner for strike number 1. Joner played 10 games for the Northwest Star Nighthawks this summer. Hit 083 with 5 walks and 5 strikeouts for the Amboy Washington native. The 0-1 pitch. He looks at one on the outer half, called for strike number 2. He'll now have to protect. Here's the 0-2. High and away with the heater. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Joner coming from the same school of 2 of the Black Bears relievers who left over the weekend. Skylar Manelski and Andrew Del Biagio both returning home. 1-2. Way outside with the heater. A nice snag by Campagna. Might have saved a run there. But Joner able to work the count back to even at 2-2. Here in the bottom of the second inning, Cowlitz threatening to bring in a run without even picking up a hit. 2 walks have resulted in the 2 base runners today for the Black Bears. Callan Halverson was stranded an inning ago. John Olson advancing to second on a wild pitch and then able to move up to third on a ground out by Brock Bozette. Here's the 2-2. Fouled off down the right field line. We'll do it again. A nice battle by Joner. Cannon Humphreys, who's also making his Black Bears debut, is on deck as Joner continues to battle here. Joining the team yesterday and put into the starting lineup here today, Louis Albrecht, the other catcher on this Black Bears roster. The pitch, high and in. It's 3-2. Second full count of the inning for Freddie Rodriguez. Looked like he wanted that one. On play umpire Billy Eager not giving him the call, so a payoff pitch coming up here with 1 out in the bottom of the second. Rodriguez now has 16 walks to 27 strikeouts. The payoff pitch misses high and in for ball number 4. Good at bat by Brett Joner in his first plate appearance as a Black Bear, and now bring up Cannon Humphreys with 1 out and runners on the corners. Third walk of the day already for Rodriguez as a right-hander starts to warm out in the right field bullpen.
Number 11, Cannon Humphreys.
So early action for the Pickles with an arm already up in the bottom of the second inning. Here's Cannon Humphreys, the freshman from Clark College. Digs in from the right side with 1 out and runners on the corners. First pitch from Rodriguez. It's a breaking ball that drops in over the heart of the plate for strike number 1. Pinch runner last night was Humphreys in the bottom of the 8th inning. From Highlands Ranch, Colorado, at 419 for the Northwest Star Nighthawks over the summer, over 13 games. The 0-1. High and in with the heater from Rodriguez. Counts even at 1-1. Humphreys hit 258 for Mark Magdaleno, the head coach for this Portland Pickles team. 2 doubles and 11 RBIs as well in 27 games. 1-1. There goes Joner. It's a breaking ball low. The throw will go down to second. It's cut off by Russell. Here comes Olson to the plate. The throw, the tag in time. Campagna able to apply the tag as the Black Bears got aggressive on the base pass. But at the throw from Campagna, he starts it and he finishes it as well. Nice play by Kyle Russell, being able to cut it off in front of the second base bag and deliver a strike back home. So the count's now even at 1-1. Joner did take second, but now there's 2 away in the bottom of the second inning. Humphreys finishes his last 5 games with the Northwest Star Nighthawks, going 11 for 21 against Ben, Yakima Valley, and Corvallis. The pitch on the outside corner. So now the count even at 2-2 to Humphreys. Here in the bottom of the second inning. Joner standing on at second with 2 gone. Rodriguez trying to work his way around a pair of walks this inning. Here's the 2-2. Cut on and miss for strike number 3. Rodriguez blowing the high heater past Humphreys, who couldn't lay off. And the side is retired. No runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left on base for the Black Bears in the bottom of the second. We head to the third between Portland and Cowlitz. No score. Listen to Cowlitz Black Bears baseball.
Activity
Call the guard, that's weather guard.
Call the guard, that's weather guard.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard's.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard's.
We'll keep you dry in the rain or snow.
We'll keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
577-7200.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard. Weather guard!
Your Cowlitz Black Bears are back at Story Field this summer. Get out and join your neighbors for family-friendly fun. A Black Bears baseball game is a perfect reason to meet with friends and coworkers. Black Bears baseball is made possible by Peace Health, Fiber Federal Credit Union, Pacific Tech Construction, Bob's Sporting Goods, McDonald's in Longview and Woodland, and the Bud Clariato Group. Don't miss a single inning of Black Bears baseball. Tickets at the gate or right now at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
It's baseball season, and Peace Health is excited to return as a sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears as they vie for the Western League Championship. Black Bears games make a great family event. Bring the whole crew to the ballpark for fresh air, sunshine, fun, friends, and all the thrills of Black Bears baseball. As the largest health provider in Cowlitz County, Peace Health is ready to step up to the plate and keep your family in the game, whether it's a routine appointment or specialty or emergency care. Peace Health and the Cowlitz Black Bears, two great teams.
Wyatt King, Caden Parker, and Eddie Saldivar Jr., 8-9-1 for Portland. It's the first pitch from Ryan Hardman's cut on and missed by Wyatt King for strike number one in the top of the third inning. No score. Black Bears got a runner into third, and John Olson. They went with the double delayed steal. Did not work out. Portland all over it. The 0-1 from Hardman outside. Ball and a strike to the right fielder, Wyatt King. The Cal Poly commit, the freshman from San Mateo, California. Hitting .217 over 22 games, the 1-1. Hard hit grounder, foul up the third base line. It's a ball and two strikes. Ryan Hardman so far today, only one hit. The only base runner, that was Kyle Russell. He has struck out 4 as well through the first 2 innings. He's looking for punch out number 5, what would set a season high. The 1-2. Fastball, soft liner back at the middle and through as it's down for a base hit. Wyatt King able to fight that one off as in the center as is a leadoff single. As Portland has their leadoff man on for the first time today as they'll bring up Caden Parker. 4th game for Parker with the Pickles. After Parker started off the summer with the Black Bears. Played 5 games for Cowlitz back at the beginning of the season before heading to the Northwest Star Nighthawks, where he played in 8. No outs and a runner at first. First pitch, Parker drops down a bunt, but it trickles foul up the first base line. No balls and a strike to the 9-hitter today with no outs in the top of the third inning. Hardman trying to work around this leadoff single here to Caden Parker. Hit .222 over 8 games with the Northwest Star Nighthawks. With the Black Bears, he hit .286 over 5 games. And so far, as a Portland Pickle this summer, hitting .333, 2 for his first 6 with a pair of RBIs. He's showing bunt once again, and look over at first, and King's just able to get back in with the head first dive. 2 stolen bases for Wyatt King this summer. As Caden Parker is waiting the 0-1. Nick Hovland playing all the way in on the green turf here at Story Field. Parker angling his first attempt up the first baseline. He's squaring once again as Hardman comes set. Here's the 0-1. He pulls it back. Swing and a miss there from the left fielder. It's 0-2. Parker trying to go with the slash, but comes up empty. Parker, the freshman from Westland, Oregon. Clark Penguin playing for his head coach, Mark Magdaleno, here with only 4 games left to go in the regular season after tonight. Small lead over at first for King as he'll be looked on immediately. As he's back in. Top of the order, and Eddie Saldivar Jr. on deck for this Pickles team with no outs on the top of the third. Beautiful Wednesday evening in Longview. Good crowd on hand as well. Pitch. Just misses high and away from Hardman with the heater. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Parker 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout, a stolen base as well back on Sunday in the series finale against Bend. joined the team in Bend on July 29th before that Friday game. 1-2. Hit sharply down the right field line for a base hit. King rounding second and heading for third as Smith will get it back in. It skips over the head of Humphreys, but right to Bozette, who is covering at second. But a pair of singles to lead off the top of the third for the Pickles. They now have runners on the corners for Eddie Saldivar Jr. So now the top of the order, and Eddie Saldivar Jr.
Eddie Saldivar Jr.
3 singles now for Portland. The first time through the lineup as Saldivar will dig in. A good battle lead off the game, but ended up hitting a chopper back to Hartman. Quick look over at first. Parker's back in just barely. 2 stolen bases for Parker over 3 games as a Pickle. Eddie Saldivar Jr., a speed threat in the left-handed batter's box. Saw him last night drop down an RBI bunt. He waits the first pitch. There's another look at first. Nice snag by John Olson. He thought he got the tag on Caden Parker. That might be twice today that Ryan Hardman's picked off at first and hasn't gotten the call. Runners on the corners with no outs. Top 3. Portland threatening to take the first lead of this ball game. A single from Wyatt King, then a single from Caden Parker. Both stand on the base pass. Hardman comes set at the chest. First pitch. Saldivar shows bunt, and he fouls it back for strike number 1. 1 for 2, a pair of RBIs, a walk, and hit twice for Saldivar. On base several times in game number 1. He's reached in his last 7 games with a hit coming in 6. Hitting .267 for the Fresno, California native. 20 RBIs on the campaign, looking to add to that here with a base knock. A 1. Fastball ripped into straightaway center. Ziegler back on the run towards the track. He'll make the grab. Tagging from third is King, and it's a sacrifice fly for Eddie Saldivar. Picks up his 3rd RBI in the series, and Portland takes the first lead of the ballgame. It's 1-0. Ball rocketed off of the bat of Saldivar. Got good barrel. Now there's 1 gone for Jacob Jablonski with a run in this top of the 3rd inning.
Jacob Jablonski.
A strikeout swinging for the first baseman in his first plate appearance, the junior from Palmdale, California. Now up to 40 strikeouts in 44 games for the junior. Look over at first. Caden Parker back in once again. 0 for 5 last night with 2 strikeouts for Jablonski, who's hitting below the Mendoza line over his last 5 games, 4 for 21. Righty on lefty matchup. First pitch. Fastball. Skied in the air to shallow left center. Brock Bozette going out towards the edge of the infield. He'll make the grab for out number 2. So now the ball comes all the way back in to first. No advance from Caden Parker standing over at the first base bag. There's now 2 gone for Michael Campagna. So after the 2 leadoff singles, Hardman hard contact to Eddie Saldivar. When he gets the pop out of Jablonski, as now the catcher will dig in. 1 down, swinging his first time up to end the top of the first for the San Francisco Don. 0 for 4. With a pair of walks and a pair of strikeouts for Campagna in the series so far. As Hardman comes set, working from the first base side of the rubber. First pitch misses outside with a slider on the initial offering. It's 1-0. Campagna has reached in 18 straight. It's reached in every game since the final game of that 3-game set down at Walker Stadium at the beginning of July. And a 324 over his previous 10, the 1-0. There goes Parker. It's a fastball ripped foul up the third base line. Counts even at 1-1. Parker, you knew he was going to take off at some point with that speed over at first. But the hit and run for Mark Magdaleno and company ends up just a little too far out in front for Campagna. 1-0 in the top of the 3rd. Ball and a strike with 2 outs and a runner over at first for the 3-hitter Michael Campagna. Hardman trying to keep the damage limited at 1. Right-hander from Utah Tech comes set. Here's the pitch. It's a front door slider in there for strike number 2. Nasty pitch from Hardman. You really got to be expecting that if you're a right-handed hitter against this right-hander Ryan Hardman. That pitch starts in behind you, then darts over the inner half at the last second. A good pitch for Hardman. Be surprised to see if we went back to it here. 1-2. There goes the runner, but he comes with the slider again. He has Campagna out in front as he strikes him out for the second time here today. But Portland do take the lead in the top of the third. They score 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. They leave a runner left on. We go to the bottom of the third here in Longview. Portland in the lead, 1-0. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears baseball.
It's Coyote season here at Cowlitz River Rigging. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
The Cowlitz Black Bears are back and ready for you at Story Field. It's another summer of family-friendly fun. Plus, the Black Bears can host your birthday party, after-work get-together, or even your nonprofit can host a night and make extra money for your organization. Create a summer of great family memories with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Don't miss a single inning of Cowlitz Black Bears baseball with special events all summer long. See the schedule online, get tickets at the gate, or right now at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
Portland leads 1-0, going to the bottom of the third here at Story Field, and it's a new arm into the game for the Pickles, making his first appearance this summer for Portland. It'll be the Calgary, Alberta native Nolan Hines at Clark Community College, the 5'8", 160-pound redshirt freshman. At Clark threw 8 innings for the Penguins this past year with a 4.32 ERA, allowing 10 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 4 walks, and 4 strikeouts for Mark Magdaleno's Clark Penguins. They'll have 9-1-2 of this Cowlitz order. Austin Smith, Sam Kinn, and Callan Halverson against the new arm into the game, replacing Freddie Rodriguez, who in 2 innings, no hits, no runs, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Portland taking the lead on a sacrifice fly by Eddie Saldivar. As Austin Smith will lead things off for the Black Bears in the bottom of the third. Smith 0 for 3 with a walk last night. Did come in to score as well for the freshman from San Diego, California. First pitch. Taken on the outside corner for strike number 1. Black Bears, no hits, but the 3 walks, lying for 3 base runners. Cowlitz got runner in scoring position last inning at John Olson standing at third. The 0-1. Breaking ball, misses down and in. Counts even at 1-1 here to Smith, hitting 143 over his last 5. 33rd game for him this summer, hitting .262 with 5 doubles and 12 RBIs. 1-1. Takes low for ball number 2 on the heater from Hines. Hines, longest outing for him with Clark this past year was an inning and a third. That was back on April 9th against Mount Hood. Other than that, his other appearances were all 1 innings. The 2-1, called on the inside corner at the knees. It's 2-2. Well, 8 appearances for Hines. Going 8 1/3. Smith has to protect on the 2-2. Here it is. Bounces off a home plate with the heater, and it's a full count. Sam Kinn, the leadoff man, on deck for the Black Bears in the bottom of the third inning, chasing a run now here in game number 2. Smith 7 walks to 5 strikeouts on the year for the San Diego Toro. Payoff pitch. Fastball chopper to Kyle Russell at short. He charges on it, has it. Will fire it over to Jablonski at first for out number 1. So Austin Smith able to see a lot of pitches against the new arm into the game, Nolan Hines, but he bounces out for out number 1. So that'll flip the lineup card over for the first time today, and it'll be Sam Canton. Line out to Eddie Saldivar to lead off the game for Cowlitz in the bottom of the first as he digs in. A freshman from Gonzaga, average back above 250 coming into today after a drop below for the past 2 weeks, but he's been seeing the ball well over this last week and a half. First pitch, he's swinging, pops it up into shallow right field. Jacob Jablonski going back. It will be Eddie Saldivar will call everyone off, and he'll make the grab for out number 2. So Can pops out. A line out and a pop out. He's only seen 2 pitches today as that'll bring in Callan Halverson. With 2 gone and nobody on in the bottom of the third, Hines looking to complete the shutdown inning for the Pickles. As Halverson will dig in a walk back in the first for him. His 24th on the year for the Utah Valley Wolverine. First pitch he sees from Hines. He's swinging but comes up empty. It's 0-1. Halverson's now reached in his last 11. Yeah, 1. Breaking ball fouls it right off of the mask of Michael Campagna, the catcher. It's 0-2. Halverson hitting .357 in his last 10 ball games. 16th multi-hit game of the year for him last night. So far this summer against Portland over 4 games. 4 for now 14. 2. Fastball hit sharply right to Saldivar at second, though. Tosses the first for out number 3, and it's a 1-2-3, bottom of the third for Nolan Hines. We go to the 4th here in Longview. Portland up 1-0. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears baseball.
Here at Fiber Federal Credit Union, we're just like any other family. Sometimes you like getting together for a big old family shindig. Other times it would be really great if that family shindig could just be virtual. At Fiber Federal, we always love seeing you at any of our 16 locations, but don't feel like you need to see us face-to-face all the time. With online and mobile banking, mobile deposits, our nationwide network of ATMs, and 24/7 call center, you can visit us anytime, anywhere. And now, several locations feature ITMs with virtual representatives for basic transactions, like withdrawals, cash and check deposits, transfers, loan payments, and balance inquiries. That saves you time for more important things, like seeing your mother in person. She told us to say that. Fiber Federal Credit Union. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union. FiberCU.com, UA.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather Guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200. Weather Guard.
Top 4 here on Wednesday evening at Story Field. The Portland Pickles in the lead 1-0 as will be Josh Slikehart, Peyton Allen, and Kyle Russell, the heart of this Portland order, due up for the second time today against Ryan Hartman. Righty on righty matchup to get things rolling. First pitch to Slikehart. Fastball sent right back up the middle and through for a base hit. Leadoff man on for the second inning in a row for the Pickles. This time Josh Slikehart picking up the base knock. First hit for him in 6 plate appearances this summer as a Portland Pickle. As now they'll bring up the third baseman, Peyton Allen. Quick start for the Pickles as Allen will dig in. Strikeout victim his first time up back in the second for the sophomore from Fresno State. Hartman working out of the stretch as he comes set. First pitch. Allen fouls it straight back for strike number 1. Peyton Allen 0 for 5 in the series now with 3 strikeouts, up to 35 over 43 games this summer. Hitting 135 over his last 10, 5 for 37. Quick look at first as Slikart back in. 3-game hit streak snapped last night for Allen, but has reached in his last 5. 221 hitter with 4 doubles, a home run, and 15 RBIs. That one. Right down Broadway, called for strike number 2 with the heater. So Hartman quickly up, no balls and 2 strikes, looking for his 6th punch out of the day. Has already set a new season high after he punched out Michael Campagna to end the top of the 3rd inning. Trying to get it to 6 here. 0-2. He misses inside and a little low. Louis Albrecht now in the game for the Black Bears behind the plate as he replaces Brett Joner. Ended up catching the first 3 innings, but now Louis Albrecht, who is the Black Bears' #1 catcher over this last week of the regular season, he's now back in. 1-2. Tapper on the right side, charging in as Humphreys, plays on a hop. Quick throw to Olsen at first is in time for out number 1. Slikar is able to advance to second. That ball not very hard hit. A nice play by Humphreys. Be able to retire Allen for out number 1 as that will bring in Kyle Russell. The runner on second. Portland trying to add to their lead in this top of the 4th inning. Single for Russell with 2 outs back in the 2nd. First hit of the day. Portland now with 4 so far against Ryan Hartman. Cowlitz still in search of their first hit. First pitch to Russell. Takes outside for ball number 1. Russell's first hit in 6 games for the sophomore from University Place, Washington. And below the Mendoza line this summer at 176, parent doubles, 2 home runs, and 9 RBIs. Made 51 starts for Wazoo, the 1-0. Breaking ball caught on the outside corner. Evens out the count at 1-1. He hit 264 for the Cougars with 3 doubles, 2 triples, and 3 home runs this past year. But the bat not necessarily translating over here in 2022 with the Portland Pickles so far. 1-1. Called on the outside corner with the heater. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Russell also played for the Falmouth Commodores this summer in the Cape Cod Baseball League, where he hit 129 over 5 games. Now he's down to the count 1-2. 23 strikeouts in 22 games for Russell. Did walk twice last night. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball, sends this one high in the air to right center. Ziegler going back to the track, and this one's out of here. Kyle Russell, right on cue. The bat starts to translate his 3rd home run on the year, and Portland takes a 3-0 lead in the top of the 4th. Goes the other way with it, much like Evan Cloyd last night. What a home run to that similar part here at Story Field. With the Pickles jumping out to a 3-0 lead thanks to Kyle Russell. They'll now bringing Kyler Stancato. With the bases empty and 1 out, first pitch is outside for ball number 1. So Hartman now will have to bounce back after giving up the 2-run shot. Against Kyler Stancato, a fly out to left his first time up the pitch. Foul tipped into the glove and held on to by Louis Albrecht. Counts even at 1-1. Stancato 2 for 5 in the series, trying to extend his hit streak to 7 games. The 1-1. Fastball right down Broadway, called for strike number 2. .500 hitter over the previous 6 for Stancato. Glendale, Arizona native, hitting .256. 1-2. Fastball jam shot into shallow left center. This one's going to drop down for a base hit. Skips under the glove of Canton, but backing him up is the center fielder, Ben Ziegler. But Stancato up to a 7-game hit streak on the base knock. 3rd hit of the inning already for Portland, as that will now bring up Wyatt King with still only 1 out.
Now batting right fielder number 7, Wyatt King.
A single to lead off the third for King in his last plate appearance for the San Mateo, California native. Digs in with one out in the top of the fourth. 2 runs already in for Portland, who lead 3-0. Look over at first as Stancato diving back. King now 2 for 8 in his last 5 games. Picks up a hit in his 6th game this year in 23 for the Cal Poly commit. He awaits the first pitch. Here it is. It's a slider on the outside corner called for strike number 1. Well, Black Bears trailing 3-0. Looking elsewhere, Yakima Valley up 2-0 over Wenatchee in the top of the fourth. Corvallis leading 3-1 in the bottom of the fourth inning at Goss Stadium. Hardman set. Snap throw to first on the pickoff attempt. Once again, Stancato back in. Cowlitz 2.5 back of Bend. Game and a half back of Yakima Valley. So needs some stuff to go their way. But the Black Bears can continue to win. They'll have a good chance. The pitch cut on a miss as the runner goes. Throw by Albrecht to second. And Stancato is out by a mile. Louis Albrecht threw out Joichiro Oyama last week 3 times in a single game. He's able to shoot down Kyler Stancato at second. So now there's 2 gone and an 0-2 pitch coming up to Wyatt King. Hardman trying to minimize the damage. Just the one mistake to Kyle Russell. Here's the 0-2. A slider that's fought off over towards Caden Parker in the on-deck circle. And we'll do it again. Cowlitz in the bottom of the fourth will have 3, 4, and 5 coming up. The 0-2. Tap foul. King out in front of the slider, but just able to get a piece of it, and we'll do it again. Eight strikeouts for King so far this year. The 0-2 once again. Fastball fought off. So 0-2 remains the count here with 2 outs in the top of the fourth inning. Portland in the lead, 3-0. To the 0-2 again. It's a slider rolled to the third baseman. Hovland has it on the backhand. Toss across the diamonds in time for out number 3. But Portland able to add 2 in the top of the fourth inning as they score 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no runners left on base. We go to the bottom of the fourth. You're in Longview. Portland in the lead 3-0. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears baseball.
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Stuff those cheap tire centers don't offer. Because I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, speed check.
Hit the road safely with Les Schwab and save up to $150 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
Hi, it's Jess and Bobby checking in from the Grown Man's Candy Store. I'm sure we can all agree that Mother Nature has been a little, unpredictable this year, to say the least.
But one thing you can predict is steel's power and reliability.
At Cowlitz River Rigging, we carry a wide variety of superior steel, gas, and battery-powered equipment to get all your jobs done.
Cowlitz River Rigging,
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Call the guard, that's Weather Guard.
Call the guard, that's Weather Guard.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard's.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard's.
We'll keep you dry in the rain or snow.
We'll keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
577-7200.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
Just call the guard, that's Weather Guard.
Just call the guard, that's Weather Guard.
Just call the guard, that's Weather Guard. Weather Guard!
Cowlitz trails 3-0 going to the bottom of the fourth here at home after a 2-run shot by Kyle Russell to right center has made this a 3-0 ball game. Black Bears will have a chance to counter against Nolan Hines with 3, 4, and 5 coming up in the bottom of the fourth inning. Ben Ziegler, strikeout victim, his first time up Almost left the yard, though, on a fastball that got left upstairs. Ended up hooking foul. First pitch to him comes up empty for strike number 1. Ziegler drove one down the right field line, had the distance, but it was just a fraction too early for the Wailuku Hawaii native. Team leading average at .355 this summer. 0-1. High and away with the off-speed pitch from Hines. Counts even at 1-1. Hines, who relieved the starter today. Freddie Rodriguez got a ground out, a pop out, and then another ground out of 9-1-2 in the Black Bears order in the bottom of the third. 1-1. Just misses off the outer blank. Plus count now for Ziegler, up 2-1. The center fielder's hitting .563 over his previous 5. Trying to extend his hit streak to 6 games as time is called before the 2-1. One for 5 in the series so far for Ziegler. 2-1. Fouled straight back. Counts even at 2-2. Ziegler, Hovland, and Olsen. Black Bears still without a hit so far today. 6 hits for the Pickles already against Ryan Hardman, while Rodriguez and Hines. Only 3 base runners for Cowlitz so far, all via the free pass. 2-2. Just misses high and outside, and it's a full count to Ben Ziegler. Nick Hovland on deck. All right, Ziegler trying to represent. Leadoff man getting on. Cowlitz got their leadoff man on back in the second. Payoff pitch. Golfed in the air to shallow left field. Caden Parker will call off Kyle Russell and make the grab for out number 1. So Ziegler flies out. So now that brings up Seattle native Nick Hovland. Cowlitz still trying to pick up their first base knock of the day as Hovland will dig in. Went down swinging to end the bottom of the first. So he digs in from the right side. Hines 4 up and 4 down out of the bullpen so far here today. First pitch to Hov. Fouled straight back. It's 0-1. Hovland hitting .316 in his previous 5 coming into tonight with a hit in 7 out of his last 8. The 0-1. Lays off a breaking ball down and away. Picked up his first triple last night. This big one came in the bottom of the 8th inning. It was a 1-run game in favor of the Black Bears. Was able to shoot one down the right field line. The 1-1 pitch popped up on the right side of the infield. Jacob Jablonski over in front of the first base bag in foul territory will make the grab for out number 2. But Hovland last night made it a 9-6 game with a 2 RBI triple. But he pops out in his second plate appearance today as Al now bring in John Olsen. With 2 outs and nobody on, bottom 4. And the Pickles in the lead, 3-0. Hines looking for his second consecutive shutdown inning out of the bullpen. As John Olsen worked a full count, walked to lead off the second, digs in with 2 outs. First pitch. He takes low for ball number 1 on the heater. Olsen has already extended his on-base streak to 19 games. Trying to get the hit streak up to 18 as well. 323 hitter over that 17-game hit streak. The 1-0 called on the inside corner. It's 1-1. Olsen got off to the red-hot start at the beginning of the summer. He's named West Coast League Player of the Week after the first weekend. Then cooled off, but has been on a tear. This Black Bears team over the past month. The 1-1 goes the other way with it. A liner that's going to end up just tailing foul for strike number 2. Andrew Mervin right there. But Olsen slicing that one just a little too much. He'll now have to protect down a ball and 2 strikes. Hines trying to get through 2 innings. .22 strikeouts this year for Olsen in 35 games. for the former Ventura College Pirate. The right-hander is sent. The 1-2. Way outside with a fastball, missing that one glove side. Counts even at 2-2 now to Olson. Brock Bozette, the shortstop, on deck in this bottom of the fourth inning. On a picture-perfect Wednesday evening in Longview. It's cooled off significantly from what it was over the past week and a half. Perfect weather now. Not getting higher than 80 or so. Pitch. Liner up the middle, and it's through for a base hit. John Olson able to fight one into center. That hit streaks up to 18 games. And the Black Bears have their first hit of the game. It comes with 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. And the inning will continue for Brock Bozette. So it's 5 up and 5 down for Nolan Hines. But now he'll have to deal with the runner on for the first time today. And he'll bring Brock Bozette to the plate. Ground out to Peyton Allen, back in the second for him. Righty on righty matchup. First pitch. It's fouled off down the right field line for strike number 1. Bozette a little late pulling the trigger on an upstairs fastball. 1 for 5 in the series for Bozette so far. Hitting just above 300 and 301. 3 home runs on the year, 1 coming against this Portland Pickles team back in game number 3 on July 7th. Pitch. Low with the fastball from Hines. It's 1-1. Olson stands over at first, 2 stolen bases in 3 attempts for Olson. Bozette has reached in his last 8 with a hit coming in his last 4 as well. Look over at Olson, who gets the right hand back in to the corner. Bozette awaits the 1-1. Hitting 394 over the previous 10 for the incoming Gonzaga Bulldog. 1-1. Ground ball, chopper to Russell at short. I'll go the short way to second for out number 3. And the side is retired, so the Black Bears get their first hit off of the bat of John Olson, but they score no runs on 1 hit, no errors. They leave 1 runner left on base through 4 here in Longview. Portland in the lead 3-0. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
Your Cowlitz Black Bears are back at Story Field this summer. Get out and join your neighbors for family-friendly fun. A Black Bears baseball game is a perfect reason to meet with friends and coworkers. Black Bears baseball is made possible by Peace Health, Fiber Federal Credit Union, Pacific Tech Construction, Bob's Sporting Goods, McDonald's in Longview and Woodland, and the Bud Clariato Group. Don't miss a single inning of Black Bears baseball. Tickets at the gate or right now at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
It's baseball season, and Peace Health is excited to return as a sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears as they vie for the Western League Championship. Black Bears games make a great family event. Bring the whole crew to the ballpark for fresh air, sunshine, fun, friends, and all the thrills of Black Bears baseball. As the largest health provider in Cowlitz County, Peace Health is ready to step up to the plate and keep your family in the game, whether it's a routine appointment or specialty or emergency care. Peace Health and the Cowlitz Black Bears, 2 great teams.
Nine 1-2 for the Pickles in the top of the 5th inning into the middle innings. And Story Field will be Caden Parker, Eddie Saldivar Jr., and Jacob Jablonski against Ryan Hardman here today into his 5th inning of work. So he'll deal with the former Black Bear, Caden Parker. Righty on righty matchup to get things rolling. Comes the first pitch from Hardman. Cutter caught on the outside corner for strike number 1, a single to right for Parker in his first plate appearance back in the 3rd. Was down a ball and 2 strikes, able to shoot one down the right field line as the pitch called on the outside corner with the heater. It's 0-2 quickly. Pitch number 67, rather 68 coming up from Hardman. He's only thrown 12 balls today. 0-2. This is low Down and away with the fastball from Hardman. So far today, his line, 4+ innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, all earned, no walks, and a season high 5 strikeouts. Trying to make it 6 against the 9-hitter for the Pickles. This is down and away. Counts even at 2-2. Parker, a speed threat at the bottom of the order. Coming in for Josiah Shipley, who started the game in left. 2-2 pitch. Fastball, got him looking on the outside corner for strike number 3. 6th punch out of the day for Ryan Hardman as he sits down Caden Parker. And that'll bring up the top of the order for the 3rd time. Bring Eddie Saldivar Jr. to the plate with 1 out in the top of the 5th.
And back to the top of the order. Here's the second baseman, number 1.
0 for 1 day for Saldivar with an RBI in that leadoff spot. Bounced out to Ryan Hardman back in the 1st, and then a sacrifice fly his last time up, picking up RBI number 21 on a ball that was pretty well struck. It hit to the deepest part of the ballpark at Story Field. Righty on lefty matchup. Hardman has his sign, the first pitch. And this is outside with the slider. It's 1-0. Cowlitz trailing 3-0. Benda's made it a 1-run game. They're in the bottom of the 5th in Corvallis. Yakima Valley still up 2-0. The 1-0's fouled straight back. It's even at the count at a ball and a strike. Saldivar has reached in his last 7 with a hit in 6. Hitting .222 over the previous 5. The 1-1. Slider lofted in the air to left field. Sam Canton is there. He makes the grab for out number 2. So Hardman coming with the backdoor slider, gets Saldivar to hit a lazy fly ball to left. There's now 2 gone for Jacob Jablonski. 0 for 2 so far today for the Cal State Chico product. He digs in from the left side with 2 outs and nobody on in the top of the 5th inning. Hardman shakes off Albrecht, now has his sign, the first pitch. Comes with the cutter on the outside corner for strike number 1. Hardman trying to get his second 1-2-3 inning of the day. The other one came in the top of the 1st inning where he went through the top 3 of the order. Ground out, strikeout, and a strikeout. The 0-1. High and outside is this one called for a ball. Counts even at 1-1 here to Jablonski. Hitting 4 out of his last 6 games, but hitting below the Mendoza line over the last 5. The 1-1 down and in. 2-1 now the count. Jablonski hitting 190 over the previous 5. 4 for 21. 0 for 7 in the series so far with 3 strikeouts. Here's the 2-1. Just off the inside corner on the fastball from Hardman. Lee Albrecht holding it there for a split second for home plate umpire Billy Yeager. We're now 3-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Fastball, hard hit grounder to the second baseman Humphreys. He has it, slings it to first for out number 3, and it's a 1-2-3. Top of the 5th inning for Ryan Hardman. We're halfway home. You're on Wednesday evening. Portland in the lead 3-0. You're listening to Cal. It's Black Bears baseball.
It's coyote season here at Cowlitz River Rigging. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
The Cowlitz Black Bears are back and ready for you at Story Field. It's another summer of family-friendly fun. Plus, the Black Bears can host your birthday party, after-work get-together, or even your nonprofit can host a night and make extra money for your organization. Create a summer of great family memories with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Don't miss a single inning of Cowlitz Black Bears baseball with special events all summer long. See the schedule online, get tickets at the gate, or right now at cowlitzblackbears.com.
7, 8, and 9 for the Black Bears in the bottom of the 5th inning against the right-hander Nolan Hines as Louis Albrecht, Cannon Humphreys, and Austin Smith do up against the right-hander in Hines, who has been good so far today. 2 innings, 1 hit, facing 1 over the minimum as the first arm out of the bullpen for Mark Magdaleno and the Portland Pickles. Louis Albrecht, his first plate appearance of the night. He digs in from the right side. First pitch. It's a fastball, just a little off the outer black for ball number 1. Albrecht replaced Brett Joner defensively back in the 4th. Now getting his first plate appearance here tonight for the Renton, Washington native. The pitch. Fastball, hard hit grounder up the middle, and it sneaks just past the dive of Russell in the left center for a base hit. Louis Albrecht now up to a 4-game hit streak. Leadoff man is on for the second time today for the Black Bears, and that'll bring up Cannon Humphreys. Albrecht wasting no time, sending one back up the middle as a right-hander starting to get warm for Portland on the right field bullpen. Second hit of the day for Cowlitz as now Cannon Humphreys digs in from the right side. Cowlitz trailing 3-0, bottom of the order, trying to set the table for the top. Righty on righty matchup. First pitch to Humphreys. Fouls it back to the screen for strike number 1. One down swinging his first time up. Humphreys back in the second. The freshman from Clark College. Albrecht gets a good lead over at first. Stolen bag on the year for Louis. The 1 to Humphreys. It's a breaking ball. And home plate umpire Billy Yeager said he went around on a check swing offering. So now no balls and 2 strikes. No appeal out to Andrew Mervin, the base umpire, there from the guy calling balls and strikes tonight, Billy Yeager. So now Humphreys will have to protect. Hines comes sent. The 0-2. Got him looking on the outside corner for strike number 3. Hines dots the outside corner against his Clark teammate and Cannon Humphreys, who's now struck out for the second time today, and that'll bring up Austin Smith.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 28, Austin Smith.
Ground out for Austin Smith, his first time up back in the 3rd. He digs in with 1 out and a runner over at first. Righty on lefty matchup. First pitch. Just a little too far outside on the fastball from Hines. It's ball and no strikes here to Smith. The ground out his first time up, now 0 for 4 in the series. 1-0. Fastball ripped into right center. This one's down for a base hit. Albrecht around second, heading for third. King just getting to it. Louis will be held up at third as a head-first dive in a second for Austin Smith, picking up his 6th double on the year. And the Black Bears now have 2 in scoring position for Sam Canton. King got that ball back in quickly, being able to cut it off right before it got to the Fiber Family Wednesday sign, and that's going to prompt a mound visit from Brian Grant. Smith got the fastball low, drove it in the right center. And now 2 in scoring position for the Black Bears with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th inning. Cowlitz trying to come back now. They have a good guy at the plate, and Sam Canton coming up. Dick Hanna Toyota is proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bears. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends and watch these talented baseball players. Folks over at Dick Hanna Toyota know a thing or two about nice. Dick Hanna's been around for over 70 years. They are a local, family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community. Dick Hanna Toyota, believe in nice. Brendan Riley here in Longview, bringing you all the action on Mixler.com and on YouTube as well. Pleasure to have you join me on your Wednesday evening as we are just entering the 8 o'clock hour here in Longview. Cowlitz 2.5 games out of a playoff spot in the South Division of the West Coast League, trying to come back here as Sam Canton will dig in for the third time. A line out and a pop out, both to Eddie Saldivar in his 2 plate appearances so far today. First pitch he sees. He takes on the outer half for strike number 1. Leadoff single for Louis Albrecht. A strikeout of Cannon Humphreys, and then a double for Austin Smith. Has 2 in scoring position for the Black Bears. Yeah, 1. Breaking ball, nowhere close. Counts even at 1-1. Cannon 3 for 3 last night. Trying to extend his hit streak to 7 games. Saw a streak of 5 straight games with an RBI come to an end last night. 1-1. Plays off a breaking ball, high and upstairs. Rather high and outside. Plus count now for Cannon up 2-1. 21 RBIs this season for the freshman. Trying to add to that here. He's got Albrecht at third, Smith at second. 2-1. Fastball, a hard chopper to Saldivar at second. He'll toss over to first. Albrecht will come in to score as the Black Bears are on the board in the bottom of the 5th inning. An RBI ground out for Sam Cannon, who's up to 22 on the year. And it's now 3-1 with Smith standing over at third. So the opportunity not over yet for the Black Bears, as now the RBI leader, Callan Halverson, will dig in with 2 outs in this bottom of the 5th inning. RBI last night for Halverson, almost had a 2-run shot. Ball looked gone off of the bat, but ended up hitting off of the short wall. First pitch. This is outside for ball number 1. 0 for 1 day for Callan so far, a walk and a ground out. Up to 24 walks on the year. 1-0. Breaking ball. Cut on and miss. Big hack there from Halverson. The breaking ball looked like it was almost floating on the way to the plate. Halverson comes up empty. Here's the 1-1. Just outside from Hines on the fastball. Plus count now for Halverson, up 2-1. Hines 2 2/3 so far. 3 hits, 1 run. And the 1 strikeout of Humphreys. 2-1 pitch. Breaker high and outside. It's now 3-1. Do have first and second open, but you got a dangerous threat, especially against a right-hander, and Ben Ziegler on deck. Halverson looking for his pitch, up 3-1. Here it is. Fastball, and that one got him. Got him on the Evo shield on his front elbow. Halverson hit once again. That's the 10th time this season he's been hit by a pitch. And now we'll put runners on the corners for Ben Ziegler. Got away from Hines there. Halverson, though, has the elbow shield. And so now 2 outs, runners on first and third for Ben Ziegler. 0 for 2 so far today. But trying to change that here. Tying run on base for the Black Bears in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch. He's swinging. He's out in front. It's 0-1. Hines challenging him with a fastball on the outer half. Here to Ziegler. Home run last night for him. That one over the right field wall. You're at Story Field in the bottom of the 4th. Hines set at the chest. The 0-1. Just low with the fastball. It's 1-1. Looked like a good pitch from up here in the press box, but Ziegler a stingy take. Trying to get his hit streak to 6 games for the Wailuku, Hawaii native. The 1-1. Outside with the fastball. It's 2-1. Smith at third, Halverson at first. Was Ziegler trying to add to his 25 RBIs. All he needs is a base knock, do the job. 2-1. Fouled straight back on a pitch over the heart of the plate. It's 2-2. Bats starting to wake up for the Black Bears in the middle innings. 2 hits this inning, a single and the double, and a run in. Time is now called. Looks like a ball ended up not being picked up at the backstop, so the 2-2 will have to wait. A right-hander Hines stares in, working from the stretch. Shakes off his catcher Campagna, now comes set. 2-2. Fastball hard hit grounder, but snagged by Jablonski. And he'll step on the bag for out number 3, Jacob Jablonski, robbing Ben Ziegler of an RBI and possibly even 2. As Hines able to get out of the bottom of the 5th, only allowing 1 run. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base for Cowlitz. In the bottom of the 5th, we head to the 6th. Portland up 3-1. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
Here at Fiber Federal Credit Union, we're just like any other family. Sometimes you like getting together for a big old family shindig. Other times it would be really great if that family shindig could just be virtual. At Fiber Federal, we always love seeing you at any of our 16 locations, but don't feel like you need to see us face-to-face all the time. With online and mobile banking, mobile deposits, our nationwide network of ATMs, and 24/7 call center, you can visit us anytime, anywhere. And now, several locations feature ITMs with virtual representatives for basic transactions, like withdrawals, cash and check deposits, transfers, loan payments, and balance inquiries. That saves you time for more important things, like seeing your mother in person. She told us to say that. Fiber Federal Credit Union. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union. FiberCU.com. Member NCUA.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
First pitch to Michael Campagna. This is down and in for ball number 1 from Ryan Hardman. Top 6, 3-1. The Pickles in the lead. So we head into the final half of game number 2, the 1-0. Slider bounces down and away. 2-0 now the count here to Michael Campagna. It goes Campagna, Slikart, and Allen. 3, 4, and 5 for the Portland Pickles in the top of the 6th inning against Ryan Hardman. Hardman into the 6th inning for the 3rd time this summer. The pitch. Fastball, good spot, but just a little too far outside. Now 3-0. Campagna 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts today against the American Fork Utah native. Here's the 3-0. On the outside corner, there's a strike with the heater. It's 3-1. Cowlitz getting one back in the bottom of the 5th. Almost got a couple more, but Jacob Jablonski, the first baseman, a nice snag, the 3-1. At the knees on the outside corner, Campagna thought it was ball number 4. We'll have to circle back around home plate and now dig back in from the right side. So payoff pitch coming up to Michael Campagna. Josh Slikart on deck in the cleanup spot. And at the top of the 6th inning. Hardman's payoff pitch. Fastball sent in the air to shallow left. Sam Canton comes on. He makes the grab for out number 1. Campagna now 0 for 3 today. Hardman threw 5 1/3, 6 hits, 3 runs, and 6 strikeouts. As Josh Slikart. He digs in for the 3rd time today. 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single for him. Comes the first pitch from Hardy. Breaking ball misses inside for ball number 1. Well, they're tied up in Yakima Valley, 2-2, top of the 6 between the Apple Sox and the Pippins. They're tied up in Corvallis as well. The 1-0 hard hit grounder, a diving stop by Hovland at third, gets to his feet. The throw to first is in time. Olsen just able to keep his foot on the bag on the long stretch, going across his body, but a web gem by Nick Hovland at third as there's 2 gone. Hovland with head first dive into the 6-hole, able to get to his feet and make the throw as now Mark Magdaleno wants to come out and have a talk with Andrew Mervin, the base umpire this evening, and he's going to ask for a second opinion from Billy Yeager behind the plate. Three Rivers Eye Care, proud to bring you Cowlitz Black Bears baseball. Give them a call for all your eye care needs at 414-8000. Proud to be a longtime sponsor of your Black Bears. As the call is confirmed, Slightcart grounds out and is robbed by Nick Hovland on the left side of the infield. 2 outs now for Peyton Allen in the top of the 6th inning. Harmon's retired the last 6 he's faced. Peyton Allen's 0 for 2 today. First pitch he sees, a soft liner, and a diving snag by Seth Sweetchick up the middle. 2 web gems in a row by the third baseman and the second baseman, and Nick Hovland and Seth Sweetchick, who just checked into the game, as it's a 1-2-3. Top of the 6th for Ryan Hardman. We go to the bottom of the 6th here at Story Field. Cowlitz trailing 3-1. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears baseball.
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Stuff those cheap tire centers don't offer. Because I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, speed check.
Hit the road safely with Les Schwab and save up to $150 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
Hi, it's Jess and Bobby checking in from the Grown Man's Candy Store. I'm sure we can all agree that Mother Nature has been a little, unpredictable this year, to say the least.
But one thing you can predict is steel's power and reliability.
At Cowlitz River Rigging, we carry a wide variety of superior steel, gas, and battery-powered equipment to get all your jobs done.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
40 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
Call the guard, that's Weather Guard.
Call the guard, that's Weather Guard.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard's.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard's.
We'll keep you dry in the rain or snow.
We'll keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
577-7200.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
Just call the guard, that's Weather Guard.
Just call the guard, that's Weather Guard.
Just call the guard, that's Weather Guard. Weather Guard!
4, 5, and 6 for Cowlitz in the bottom of the 6th against Nolan Hines. Out for his 4th inning. He'll deal with Nick Hovland, John Olsen, and Brock Bozette. In the bottom of the 6th inning, with Cowlitz trailing 3-1. First pitch to Hov. He's swinging, fouls it straight back for strike number 1. Hovland, a web gem on a ball in the 6th hole back in the top of the inning against Josh Slightcart. Was able to dive on the forehand as we originally had Evan Holman come into the game and right, but now there will be another substitution. That's going to be Joseph Rodriguez now taking over. Taking over and right, so Mark Magdaleno getting his guys in the game. There's an 0-1 count here to Hovland. Looks like there's another one ready to go out in that first base dugout. The 0-1. Breaking ball outside. Counts even at a ball and a strike, as now we'll have another change. This time, it's going to be Hunter Clayton. So Rodriguez and Holman both get their pitches that put them in the ball game Of course, you need to have 5 games at a minimum to be played to be eligible for the postseason. So Mark Magdaleno taking care of Evan Holman and Joseph Rodriguez. Holman originally took over for Wyatt King. Holman replaces him. Then he was replaced by Joseph Rodriguez. Now he's replaced by Hunter Clayton. The pitch. Breaking ball. Bounces all the way to the bank stop. It's 2-1. It looks like there's no more substitutions coming from the first base dugout. So it looks like Hunter Clayton will be in for what you have to think is the rest of the inning. Must be a little bit of a weird situation. Almost like you're getting iced if you're out on the mound or even at the plate as well. 2-1. Fastball. Hard hit grounder. Right to Eddie Saldivar at second. He has it. Toss to first is in time for out number 1. So Hovland now 0 for 3 today as they'll bring up the first baseman, John Olson, in the bottom of the 6th inning. In a 3-1 ball game in favor of the Pickles.
And now batting the first baseman, number 47.
Olson's reached base twice today. A walk and a single for the Western Oregon commit. Hit streak up to 18 games. The on-base streak up to 19 games. Facing off against Hines for the second time today. First pitch he sees. He's swinging. Sends on the air to right center. Hunter Clayton, his first action. He'll make the grab for out number 2. So Olson a fly out. There's now 2 gone, and they'll bring up the shortstop, Brock Bozette. Pair of groundouts for the shortstop, Bozette. Grounded out to third his first time up. And it was counterpart Kyle Russell back to end the 4th. Righty on righty matchup. First pitch from Hines. This is upstairs with the heater. Bozette ahead in the count, 1-0. Bozette's reached in all but 3 games this summer. Trying to keep that true here in the bottom of the 6th, the 1-0 pitch. Soft tapper, the third baseman, Allen, on the forehand. He has it. The throw is going to be in time, but it skips out of the glove of Jacob Jablonski on a dirt ball. And Brock Bozette reaches on the air. So the Black Bear standing will continue, and that'll bring Louis Albrecht to the plate. Let's see if they call that, and they're going to call that a throwing error on Peyton Allen. So the 59th error this summer by the Pickles in the first here tonight for either side. Here's Louis. A single an inning ago to get things started. He's scored the only run for the Black Bears today. First pitch he sees. Hard hit grounder past the dive of Allen into left for a base hit. Louis Albrecht, pair of hits for him today. As now they'll bring up Seth Sweetchick. Albrecht wasting no time. Getting the fastball in and driving it through the left side as that will now bring up Seth Sweetchick. He replaced Cannon Humphreys defensively back in the top half of this inning. Made a diving snag up the middle on a line against Peyton Allen to end the top of the 6th. Humphreys finishes the day 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts as Nevada Wolfpack. Seth Sweetchick digs in from the right side. A 1 for 3 night with a walk last night for him. Above the Mendoza line, hitting .203. Righty on righty matchup with 2 gone and 2 on. The pitch. Breaking ball floats high and in for ball number 1. Right-hander continuing to warm for the Pickles out in the right field bullpen. Well, looks like a lefty is starting to get loose for the Black Bears. Ryan Hardman's through 6. Only really made 1 mistake today. That was the Kyle Russell 2-run shot, the 1-0. Called on the outside corner with the fastball. It's 1-1. 4-game hit streak for Seth Sweetchick with an RBI in 4 of his last 6 as well. Hitting .313 over the last 5. Bozette dancing out on second. Hines will step off. And Sweetchick awaits the 1-1. 1 for 9 against the Pickles so far this year. Here's a pitch. Takes a fastball on the outside corner. Now a ball and 2 strikes. So now Sweetchick will have to protect. 15 strikeouts over 22 games for the former Kansas Jayhawk. Hines comes set. 1-2. Breaking ball. This is upstairs. Sweet Chick able to lay off. Counts even at 2-2. Bozette on by an error. Louis Albrecht with a single. He has half of the Black Bears hits today. Callets only with 4. Louis Albrecht with 2. Here's the 2-2. Fastball ripped into straightaway center. Stancato going back. He'll make the grab. And the side is retired. Good contact off of the barrel of Seth Sweetchick, but ends up an F8 as the Black Bears no runs on 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 runners left on base. We head to the 7th. Here on a Wednesday in Longview, Portland in the lead 3-1. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
Your Cowlitz Black Bears are back at Story Field this summer. Get out and join your neighbors for family-friendly fun. A Black Bears baseball game is a perfect reason to meet with friends and coworkers. Black Bears baseball is made possible by Peace Health, Fiber Federal Credit Union, Pacific Tech Construction, Bob's Sporting Goods, McDonald's in Longview and Woodland, and the Bud Clariato Group. Don't miss a single inning of Black Bears baseball. Tickets at the gate or right now at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
It's baseball season, and Peace Health is excited to return as a sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears as they vie for the Western League Championship. Black Bears games make a great family event. Bring the whole crew to the ballpark for fresh air, sunshine, fun, friends, and all the thrills of Black Bears baseball. As the largest health provider in Cowlitz County, Peace Health is ready to step up to the plate and keep your family in the game, whether it's a routine appointment or specialty or emergency care. Peace Health and the Cowlitz Black Bears, 2 great teams.
It's coyote season here at Cowlitz River Rigging. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone.
Top 7 with the Pickles in the lead 3-1 at Story Field. Cowlitz trailing. They've only scored in the bottom of the 5th. It will be Kyle Russell, Kyler Stancato, as well as the right fielder Hunter Clayton. Kyle Russell will lead things off. He's 2 for 2 today. First pitch. Fastball yanked down and away for ball number 1. Russell, his last time up. Home run to right center. A tough feat to do here at Story Field. 370 feet, 99 miles per hour off of the barrel with a 28.6 degree launch angle for the Washington State Cougar. There's a 1-0 from Hardman. Slider, sky down the right field line, but it'll tail out of play. Counts even at 1-1. Hardman only the 2nd home run that he's given up this summer. Into the 7th inning for the 2nd time as well, the 1-1. This is low. It's 2-1. Hardman is lined today, 6+ innings now, 6 hits, 3 runs, and 6 strikeouts. 2-1. Called on the outside corner at the knees. It's 2-2. Russell, only his 2nd multi-hit game this summer. Came into today hitting below the Mendoza line. The big kid, 6'2", 195, has a lot of pop, the 2-2. He's able to fight it off and will do it again. Kyler Stancato, the center fielder, stands on deck. Hardman looking for his 7th punch out. 2-2 once again. He misses high and in with the heater, and it's a full count. Hardman at 93 pitches here today. Payoff pitch. Fastball clubbed down the right field line. It's a foul ball. Nine walks to 23 strikeouts for the University Place Washington native Kyle Russell. 3-2 once again. Jam shot pop-up. Gets out of play. And Kyle Russell continues to battle. Ninth pitch of the at-bat coming up between Hardman and Russell, who's driving up that pitch count. It's pitch number 96 coming up here from the right-hander from Utah Tech. We do the 3-2 once again. Slider popped up to the right of home plate. Louis Albrecht tosses the mask. He'll make the grab on his former Washington State Cougar teammate, Kyle Russell, who sat down for the first time today. That will bring out Alan Embry from the third base dugout. With Stancano coming to the plate, that's going to be the day for Ryan Hardman. Goes 6 1/3 for the second time this summer. The other time being 2 starts ago against Corvallis. What a nice bounce back here today from Ryan Hardman, who's able to get the Black Bears into the 7th inning. With 1 out and nobody on in the top of the 7th, in the bottom 3 of the order coming up, Alan Embry is making the move to the bullpen. 3-1, the Pickles lead. We'll step aside. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears baseball.
One's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
The Cowlitz Black Bears are back and ready for you at Story Field. It's another summer of family-friendly fun. Plus, the Black Bears can host your birthday party, after-work get-together, or even your nonprofit can host a night and make extra money for your organization. Create a summer of great family memories with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Don't miss a single inning of Cowlitz Black Bears baseball with special events all summer long. See the schedule online, get tickets at the gate, or right now at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
Here at Fiber Federal.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather Guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200. Weather Guard.
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Stuff those cheap tires.
New arm into the game for the Black Bears. It's a southpaw from Kalama, heading to LCC this fall. Noah Imboden making his second appearance this summer. First time since last Tuesday in Wenatchee. We went 2 innings, 2 hits with 1 run. First pitch he offers to Kyler Stancato. His chop foul on the right side into the Pickles dugout. It's 0-1. 1 out in the top of the 7th inning. 3-1 the Pickles in the lead. Yeah, 1. High and in with the heater from the southpaw. Counts even at 1-1. And Bowden, 2 hits, 1 run, and 3 walks back against Wenatchee in the 9-2 loss last Tuesday. The 1-1 pitch. Chop foul up the first base line from Stancano. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The center fielder's 1 for 2 today. Single his last time up. That was caught stealing, trying to get second by Louis Albrecht. Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Slider, a hard hit grounder right to Seth Sweetchick at second, who corrals it. He'll toss it over to first for out number 2. So good start for Noah and Bowden in his second appearance. As now that will bring to the dish Hunter Clayton. Came in as a defensive replacement in the bottom of the 6th. So he digs in. For the first time today, Wyatt King finishing the day 1 for 2 as Clayton gets his first chance. First pitch off of Louis Albrecht. A foul tip for strike number 1. Louis, though, he is fine. Looks to be behind the plate, as he will be fine. Give me the final line on Ryan Hardman, the starter for Cowlitz today. 6 1/3, 6 hits, 3 runs, all earned. No walks and a season-high 6 strikeouts for the Utah Tech Trailblazer. 0-1 the count here to Hunter Clayton. Pitch Foul tipped into the glove and held on to by Albrecht. And Bowden trying to get us to the 7th inning stretch in a 2-run ball game. Clayton 0 for 1 this year for him. His one plate appearance came back on Sunday against Bend with a freshman from Clackamas Community College, the 0-2. High chopper on the right side. Seth Sweetchick on the backhand. His toss to first is in time. And Portland goes down in order in the top of the 7th inning. Time to stretch here at Story Field. Cowlitz with work to do, trailing 3-1. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
Hi, it's Jess and Bobby checking in from the Grown Man's Candy Store. I'm sure we can all agree that Mother Nature has been a little, unpredictable this year,
To say the least, but one thing you can predict is steel's power and reliability.
At Cowlitz River Rigging, we carry a wide variety of superior steel, gas, and battery-powered equipment to get all your jobs done.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
The Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
Call the guard, that's Weather Guard.
Call the guard, that's Weather Guard.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard's.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard's.
We'll keep you dry in the rain or snow.
We'll keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
577-7200.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
Just call the guard, that's Weather Guard.
Just call the guard, that's Weather Guard.
Just call the guard, that's Weather Guard. Weather Guard!
Your Cowlitz Black Bears are back at Story Field this summer. Get out and join your neighbors for family-friendly fun. A Black Bears baseball game is a perfect reason to meet with friends and coworkers. Black Bears baseball is made possible by Peace Health, Fiber Federal Credit Union, Pacific Tech Construction, Bob's Sporting Goods, McDonald's in Longview and Woodland, and the Bud Clariato Group. Don't miss a single inning of Black Bears baseball. Tickets at the gate or right now at cowlitzblackbears.com.
It's baseball season, and Peace Health is excited to return as a sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears as they vie for the Western League Championship. Black Bears games make a great family event. Bring the whole crew to the ballpark for fresh air, sunshine, fun, friends, and all the thrills of Black Bears baseball. As the largest health provider in Cowlitz County, Peace Health is ready to step up to the plate and keep your family in the game, whether it's a routine appointment or specialty or emergency care. Peace Health and the Cowlitz Black Bears, two great teams.
Bottom 7, 3-1, the Pickles in the lead in game number 2 of 3 here this week in the second to last series of the regular season for the Cowlitz Black Bears. New arm into the game is the right-hander heading to the University of Oklahoma, Evan Leibel, making his first pitching appearance this summer for the Portland Pickles. The right-handed sophomore out of Santa Ana, California. Originally started off at Loyola Marymount University in L.A., then made his way to Santa Ana College, and now on his way to become a Sooner for the right-hander, making his first appearance this year. Second summer for him in Portland, hit .250 for the Pickles last year, hit .254 in this season for the Portland Pickles as he replaces Nolan Hines. 4 innings, 4 hits, 1 run that was earned, no walks, and 1 strikeout for the right-hander from Clark College. As now this is a bullpen game the rest of the way. Black Bears have 9-1-2. Austin Smith, Sam Canton, and Callan Halverson. Cowlitz trailing 2. With 5 games left to go. Wenatchee doing their job up 5-2. A 3 spot in the top of the 7th. That's still going on. They have 2 in scoring position with no outs. Ben, though, up 4-3 in the bottom of the 7th over Corvallis. First pitch to Austin Smith is a fastball upstairs for ball number 1. Smith today 1 for 2. A double that he rocketed to right center back in the 5th. Was stranded at 3rd, though, later on. The 1-0 pitch. Called at the knees on the inside corner. It's 1-1. So Cowlitz with work to do. Bend threatening to end the 15-game winning streak for the Corvallis Knights. 1-1. Smith able to lay off a high heater. It's 2-1. Black Bears a good start today from Ryan Hardman. And Nolan Hines, he was great in relief of Freddie Rodriguez. 2-1. Jess upstairs and a little outside. 3-1 now to Smith. Just needs to get on any way he can to set the table for this top of the order. Sam Canton stands on deck. Cowlitz chasing 2 in what has been a pitcher's duel in game number 2. 3-1. Hits him. Got him in the lower back. Second time a Black Bear's been hit today. Black Bears, though, get their leadoff man on for the 3rd time this evening. As I mentioned, Smith had to do any way he can. He's able to get on as that will bring Sam Canton to the plate. He represents the tying run in this bottom of the 7th inning. No outs and a runner over at first for Cowlitz. Canton today is 0 for 3. Set the ball 3 times to Eddie Saldivar at second, but picked up an RBIs last time. For the first pitch, Leibel snap throw to first as Smith diving back in. 4 for 4 on stolen bases for Smith standing over at first. This is the time to do it if you're the Black Bears at the top of the order. Here's the first pitch. It's a fastball that misses high for ball number 1. Line out, a pop out, and a ground out for Canton, who did pick up his 22nd RBI in the air back in the 5th. Brought in Louis Albrecht, the only run scored by the Black Bears. 3 runs on 6 hits and an error for Portland. 1 run on 4 hits and no errors for Cowlitz. 1-0 pitch. Canton got that one off the end of the bat. Way out in front as he fouls it straight back. It's 1-1. 6-game hit streak in jeopardy for Canton. Does have an RBI in 6 out of his last 7. 1-1. In the dirt, sneaks away from Campagna, and Smith a good read. He'll go into second with a head-first dive. So Austin Smith able to take second, and now a runner in scoring position with a 2-1 count to the Black Bears leadoff man, Sam Canton. Home run back on Sunday against Nanaimo in the series finale and the 8-2 win for the Black Bears. Does Canton have another in him here? 2-1. Fastball, hard-hit ground ball, swallowed up by Jablonski. He'll take it to the bag for out number 1, but Canton does his job. Smith able to advance all the way to third, so now a runner stands 90 feet away with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th, and Callan Halverson coming to the plate.
Batting the designated hitter number 13, Callan Halverson.
0 for 1 day for the designated hitter for the Black Bears. A walk, a hit by pitch, and a ground out. He's got Austin Smith standing on third. First pitch. Fouls it straight back for strike number 1. Halverson with 38 RBIs this summer. Had one last night as well. Now trying to pick up another one in game number 2. The 0-1 pitch. It's a breaking ball that misses outside. Evens out the count at 1-1. Halverson was hit for the 10th time this summer, which leads the team back in the 5th inning. Trying to make this a 1-run game or potentially even tie it. Here's the 1-1. It's in the dirt. Nice block by Campagna, being able to keep it around home plate. Couldn't find it for a second. But a plus count now for Halverson. 4 home runs on the year, but doesn't have one since June 18th against the Ridgefield Raptors. Almost had one last night, banged it off the short wall in front of the Black Bears bullpen and left. Thought off of the bat that one was out of here. 2-1. Called on the outside corner at the knees by home plate umpire Billy Yeager on the fastball. 2-2 now the count. Halverson has to battle. Cowlitz with a runner at third. Less than 2 outs. Cannot squander this opportunity. Here's the pitch. Slider. Clubbed in the air. Deep to left. Grass, track, wall, goodbye, baseball. Halverson's first home run since June 18th and his 5th on the year has tied us up at 3 in the bottom of the 7th. He got all of that one and more. Driving out of Story Field. And we got a brand new ball game in the bottom of the 7th. He got the breaking ball hanging and knew exactly what to do with it. Ben Ziegler now the chance. Base is empty and 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. Tied up at 3. First pitch. It's called on the outside corner for strike number 1. Halverson is 5th on the year. Now up to 40 RBIs. Already has the franchise record, now just adding to it. 0-1. Down and in, it's 1-1. Ben Ziegler today, 0 for 3. Strikeout, a pop out, and a ground out for him. Leibel set of the belt. The 1-1. Bounced in the dirt. Ziegler now ahead 2-1. Does he have another home run in him? Last night, had one in the bottom of the 4th. Was his 3rd on the year. But can Cowlitz go back-to-back? That's the question. 2-1. High and away. It's 3-1. So after 6 innings from Freddie Rodriguez and Nolan Hines, allowing only 4 hits and a run, Callan Halverson, the 2-run shot, has knotted us up. Here's the pitch. Inside for ball number 4. Ziegler able to draw the walk. He's reached in his last 10. The go-ahead run is now on base for Nick Hovland.
And now batting the third baseman, number 38, Nick Hovland.
So here we go. Cowlitz, the offense, finally coming to life. Here in the bottom of the 7th. 1 out and runner over at first. First pitch to Hovland, a big hack there, but comes up empty on a high fastball. It's 0-1. 3-3 your score in the bottom of the 7th inning. Hovland today's 0 for 3, a strikeout, a pop out, and a ground out for the Washington Husky. Ziegler back in with a dive on a pickoff attempt by Leibel. Hovland with 5 doubles, a triple, 3 home runs, and 25 RBIs this season. The 0-1. Fouls it off on the right side. It's quickly 0-2. So Hovland will now have to protect. 4-game hit streak and a little bit of a jeopardy here. Can Cowlitz push across the go-ahead run and take the lead going into the final 2 innings? Ziegler almost picked off over at first. He's just able to get back in. Three strikeouts in the series for Hovland so far. And another one over to first. Oh, 2 pitch awaits. Here it is. Way upstairs. Campagna coming all the way out of his crouch. As Hovland's back in the count at 1-2. So Ryan Hardman, who was in line for the loss, now will get the no decision after he went 6 1/3 for the Black Bears. Another time. And another look over at Ziegler at first. 3 for 6. Stolen base attempts for Ziegler. Been checked on now 4 times. The 1-2. Breaking ball misses outside. Evens out the count at 2-2. Last two pitches not close from Leibel. Until that, Ziegler's really in his head over leading off the first base bag. Jablonski holding him on for the 5th time in this at-bat. Another look and another time that Ben Ziegler is able to dive back in. A lot of time to wait for Nick Hovland in that right-handed batter's box. Here's the 2-2. Cut on and missed on a fastball high and in for strike number 3. Hovland strikes out for the 2nd time. There's now 2 gone for John Olson.
And now batting the first baseman, number 47.
So all of that.
John Olson.
Hovland strikes out. And that'll bring John Olson to the plate, a fly out to right his last time up. 1 for 2 today with a walk and a single for the Portland native. First pitch he sees. Upstairs for ball number 1. Now 2 outs and Ziegler over at first in the bottom of the 7th inning. Only 11 combined hits in this ball game. But 2-run home runs for both sides, the 1-0. Big hack there from the first baseman. He swings through a fastball. It's 1-1. 2-run home run for Kyle Russell, the shortstop. Back in the 4th. And a 2-run shot for Callan Halverson here in the bottom of the 7th. Ziegler back in. On a throw in the dirt. Got lodged in the glove of Jablonski, the first baseman, and his first baseman's mitt. Before the 1-1 here to Olson. Hitting every game since June 24th for John Olson. Leibel at the belt, 1-1. Above the letters with the heater, it's 2-1. Corvallis has regained the lead, a 2-run bottom of the 7th for the Knights at Goss Stadium. Wenatchee doubling up Yakima Valley 6-3 in the bottom of the 7th. 2-1. On the outside corner at the knees, it's 2-2. Campagna didn't have to move his glove. That probably helped out. Evan Leibel with Billy Eager behind the plate. Making the call, so now 2-2 the count with 2 outs. Bottom 7 tied up at 3 before the 2-2. Another look over at first. Ziegler's been in pretty easy every time. Leibel hadn't even come set before he looked over there. A lot of time to wait in that right-handed batter's box for both Nick Hovland and John Olson. Two. Got him looking on the outside corner for strike number 3. Evan Leibel, after giving up the 2-run shot to Callan Halverson, a walk and then 2 strikeouts with the Black Bears 2 tied up in the bottom of the 7th inning thanks to Callan Halverson's 2-run shot to left. 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base for the Black Bears. We got a brand new game at 3 going to the 8th here in Longview. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
It's coyote season here at Cowlitz River Rigging. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
The Cowlitz Black Bears are back and ready for you at Story Field. It's another summer of family-friendly fun. Plus, the Black Bears can host your birthday party, after-work get-together, or even your nonprofit can host a night and make extra money for your organization. Create a summer of great family memories with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Don't miss a single inning of Cowlitz Black Bears baseball with special events all summer long. See the schedule online, get tickets at the gate, or right now at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Here at Fiber Federal Credit Union, we're just like any other family. Sometimes you like getting together for a big old family shindig. Other times it would be really great if that family shindig could just be virtual. At Fiber Federal, we always love seeing you at any of our 16 locations. But don't feel like you need to see us face-to-face all the time. With online and mobile banking, mobile deposits, our nationwide network of ATMs, and 24/7 call center, you can visit us anytime, anywhere. And now, several locations feature ITMs with virtual representatives for basic transactions, like withdrawals, cash and check deposits, transfers, loan payments, and balance inquiries. That saves you time for more important things, like seeing your mother in person. She told us to say that. Fiber Federal Credit Union. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union. Come, member NCUA.
Tied up at 3, going to the top of the 8th inning here at Story Field as the Black Bears bring their third arm into the game. Will be the right-hander from Chaffey College, Brandon Wedge, making his 15th appearance on the summer, 1-2 with a 5.72 ERA over 33 innings. Last time he threw was on Saturday, got the start against Nanaimo. Only lasted 3 innings, 8 hits, 6 runs, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. First pitch to Caden Parker. Misses upstairs for ball number 1. Parker, Saldivar Jr., and Jablonski. 9-1-2 for Portland as Wedge looking for the shutdown inning, the 1-0. Cut on a miss. Big hack by the left fielder. It comes up empty. It's 1-1. 1 for 2 day for Caden Parker. And the 9th spot for the Portland Pickles, tied up at 3 thanks to Callan Halverson. His 5th home run of the year to straightaway left to no doubter. 1-1. Fouled off of the pole behind home plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Wedge takes over for Noah Imboden, who got the final 2 outs of the top of the 7th after he relieved Ryan Hardman, who lasted 6 1/3 today for the Black Bears. Ball and 2 strikes to leadoff man for Portland in the top of the 8th inning. Here's the pitch. Challenge pitch upstairs from Wedge. Parker able to lay off. Counts even at 2-2. Cowlitz with 3 unanswered after Portland went up 3-0. Here's the 2-2. Popped up down the right field line. A nice job at spoiling by Caden Parker. And we'll do it again. Eddie Saldivar Jr. in the top of the order on deck for the Pickles in the top of the 8th inning. Top of the order able to get it done for the Black Bears in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the 2-2. Fouled off once again on the right side. So Cowlitz able to battle back with their playoff hopes potentially in the balance. Right now, the other 2 games going their way. And Corvallis and Yakima. The 2-2 once again. The fastball misses down and away. And it's a full count here to Parker. Wedge 13 walks to 34 strikeouts in his 33 innings this summer. Payoff pitch. Chopper back up the middle. Sweet chick. Not going to get there as this sneaks through for a base hit. Caden Parker, 2 for 3 today with 2 singles for the Clark Penguin. Go-ahead run and a speed threat stands over at first with Eddie Saldivar Jr. coming to the plate. And this can really open up a whole host of opportunities for the Pickles. Saldivar, a good hitter, a lot of speed, also a good bunter. Yeah, speed over at first. The hit and run could come into play. Just the bunt, but not even a sac bunt. Could be a bunt for a single. A lot of possibilities here with the leadoff man on. First pitch, Saldivar shows bunt, gets it down the third base line. Hovland will let it roll foul. Hovland, for a second, looks like he almost was going to barehand it. But saw the spin on the baseball. It just trickles foul. So 0-1 now the count here to Saldivar. 0 for 2 today with a ground out, a fly out, and a sacrifice fly that opened the scoring back in the top of the third. Parker leads off of first with Olsen holding him on in the tie game in the top of the 8th. Wedge working from the stretch comes set at the belt before the 0-1. He'll fire it over to first with Parker back in with a dive. 7 hits today for Portland, 5 for the Black Bears, and 1 error for the Pickles as well. The 0-1, Saldivar shown once again. The fastball's upstairs as Saldivar gets the bat head back. It's 1-1. 21 RBIs now on the year for the sophomore from Fresno, California. He's squaring once again the 1-1. Same spot with the fastball from Wedge. It's 2-1. Coming in a high leverage situation like this, if you're Brandon Wedge, what you got to do is throw strikes. Saldivar in the left-handed batter's box, showing the 2-1. He gets the bunt down at the first base line. Olsen gets off. He's going to go to second. The throw skips all the way into left center. Parker stops at second, though, as Ziegler's able to back it up and cut it off. But the first 2 are on in the top of the 8th inning for the Pickles on the throwing error by John Olsen. It was going to be a tough play either way. Saw it last night as now Alan Embry comes out of the third base dugout. And this is going to bring the infield into the mound for the Black Bears. First 2 are on in the top of the 8th inning in a tie ball game. Portland's already in the playoffs right now. They're just trying to lock up the 2 seed in the South Division for the playoffs. Cowlitz fighting for their playoff lives. But Parker, a leadoff single up the middle. Saldivar reaching on the air by John Olsen on the bunt. And now it's going to bring Jacob Jablonski to the plate as the mound meeting is adjourned. First time this year that Wedge is pitching against the Portland Pickles. This is a guy that Pickles did not see the first time in the first series, as Jacob Jablonski will come to the plate. 0 for 3 today. Strikeout, a pop out, and a ground out for the first baseman from Cal State Chico. Digs in from the left side as Wedge comes set, takes a look back at Parker at second. Bozette flashes in, now goes back. Jablonski shows bunt, gets it down up the third base line. Wedge, going to be a tough play. The throw to first, not in time. A bunt single for Jacob Jablonski has now loaded the bases with no outs. The small ball working in perfection for this Portland Pickles team, as now they'll bring up Michael Campagna. Keith Jones has entered the on-deck circle for Josh Slikart. Infield in for the Black Bears. Tied up at 3 in the top of the 8th inning, but still no outs. Campagna today is 0 for 3. First pitch from Wedge. It's called on the inside corner for strike number 1. Pair of strikeouts and a flyout for the catcher from San Diego. He's got Parker at third, Saldivar Jr. at second, and Jacob Jablonski over at first. Cowlitz tying it up in the bottom of the 7th. Portland threatening in the top of the 8th. 30 RBIs on the year for Campagna, the 0-1. Fastball, a chopper up the middle and through for a base hit. Parker will score. Here comes Saldivar from second. He will score. It's a 2 RBI single for Michael Campagna. As Portland regains the lead, it's 5-3. Fastball over the heart of the plate. Campagna, all he had to do was throw the hands at it, and he was able to get it through the infield that was drawn in. As Portland gets those 2 runs right back, and that's going to bring Keith Jones to the plate.
Cheating. Number 18.
Keith Jones will dig in. He replaces Josh Slikart at the top of the 8th inning. Jones from Brentwood, California, the New Mexico State signee, will dig in from the left side for the first time today. Slikart finishes the day 1 for 3. 2 for 3 night with a double and 2 walks last night for Jones. So he digs in from the left side. He squares the show bunt. He gets it down at the first base line. Olsen gets off the bag. He's going to go to second. And they'll cut down Campagna for out number 1. So Portland really testing the bunt defense of this Black Bears team. Olsen goes to second as that cuts down Campagna. Jablonski advances up to third. So now it's runners on the corners with 1 out. And Peyton Allen coming to the plate. The third bunt that's been dropped down by the Pickles this inning. Little infield playing at double play depth. Corners in. First pitch. Allen squares the bunt. It goes back to Wedge. The toss to home. Holbrook can't hang on as Jablonski will score. The 4th bunt of the inning results in another run as the small ball is working to perfection.
Now batting shortstop, number 34, Kyle Russell.
Allen picks up the RBI, his 16th on the year. That'll bring Kyle Russell to the plate. Still only 1 out and 3 runs already in and 2 more on base. In this top of the 8th inning, Portland leading 6-3. First pitch to Russell. He's swinging. Lines one in the straightaway center. A long run to Ziegler towards the track. He'll get there and make the grab in front of the shed. Tagging from second is Keith Jones. He'll be into third standing on the long fly out from Kyle Russell. So now there's 2 gone. And they'll put runners on the corners with Kyler Stancato coming to the dish. What a hectic inning this has been. That ball only the second that's gone out of the infield. But 3 runs have come in for the Portland Pickles in the top of the 8th inning, responding immediately after Cowlitz tied it up in the bottom of the 7th. 2 outs. Runners on first and third with Kyler Stancato at the plate. 1 for 3 today for the sophomore heading to Cal State Bakersfield. First pitch on the outside corner at the knees for strike number 1. This now the 8th batter that Portland's brought to the plate this inning. Caden Parker, the 9-hitter, got it all started with a leadoff single, then an error by John Olsen on a bunt attempt by Eddie Saldivar. Jacob Jablonski dropped down a bunt that loaded the bases. And Michael Campagna picking up 2 RBIs. The runner at first, and Allen takes off towards second. The throw now will go to second as now it's caught in a rundown. And Brock Bozette will just walk Allen back to first. No advance from Jones over at third. Bozette, a nice job being able to stay calm and just walk the runner back to first in Allen. So runners remain on the corners with an 0-1 pitch coming up to Stancato. 3 for 6 in the series with an RBI for him coming last night. There's another opportunity here. The 0-1. There goes the runner. It's a hard hit ground ball. Hovland able to keep it in front of him. The toss to first is in time for out number 3. And the inning comes to an end. But Portland able to regain the lead. They score 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 2 runners left on base. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Portland up 6-3. Listen to Counts Black Bears Baseball.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather Guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200. Weather Guard.
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Stuff those cheap tire centers don't offer. because I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, speed check.
Hit the road safely with Les Schwab and save up to $150 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
Hi, it's Jess and Bobby checking in from the Grown Man's Candy Store. I'm sure we can all agree that Mother Nature has been a little, unpredictable this year,
To say the least, but one thing you can predict is steel's power and reliability.
At Cowlitz River Rigging, we carry a wide variety of superior steel, gas, and battery-powered equipment to get all your jobs done.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
40 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
Call the guard, that's Weather Guard.
Call the guard, that's Weather Guard.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard's.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard's.
We'll keep you dry in the rain or snow.
We'll keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
577-7200.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
Just call the guard, that's Weather Guard.
Just call the guard, that's Weather Guard.
Just call the guard, that's Weather Guard. Weather Guard!
Your
Tyler Stancato.
6-3, the lead for the Pickles as they get 3 in the top of the 8th inning, and now they will go to their center fielder, Kyler Stancato, the sophomore from Glendale, Arizona, who grounded out to end the top of the 8th. He's now on the mound. Second appearance this summer for Stancato. His one appearance came back on Saturday against the Bend Elks, where he went 2 2/3, 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned with 1 strikeout for the Cal State Bakersfield product. He relieves Evan Leibel in this one. Leibel today, 1 inning, 1 hit, 2 runs, both earned with 1 walk and 2 strikeouts. He left the breaking ball hanging to Callan Haverson, who drove one out of Story Field to straightaway left. It'll be Brock Bozette, Louis Albrecht, and Seth Sweetchick, 6, 7, and 8 for Cowlitz against the lefty Kyler Stancato. 3 runs in the top of the 8th for the Portland Pickles, who now lead by 3 for the second time today. Brock Bozette's 0 for 3, first pitch he sees. He's swinging, fouls it off his front foot for strike number 1. Changes in the outfield for the Pickles. Moving from right to center is Hunter Clayton. Moving from left to right is Caden Parker. And in the game in left is Keith Jones. So moving all over the lineup once again here today for Mark Magdaleno. Have to get your guys in. And now guy in Stancato is not even a normal pitcher. Into the game here against Brock Bozette. Was a hectic top of the 8th inning. Black Bears bunt defense got tested. And weren't able. A couple of errors, rather 1 error by John Olson. A couple of balls put in no man's land. Then a 2 RBI single from Michael Campagna. The 1 to Brock. He shows bunt. Gets it down, but foul at the third base line. It's 0-2. Corvallis up 5-4 in the top of the 9th inning. While in Wenatchee, it's 8-3 in favor of the Apple Sox. So Wenatchee and Corvallis doing what the Black Bears need them to do. Can the Black Bears get 4 over the last 2 innings to try to be able to gain a game on both? Cal's a game and a half back of Yakima Valley, and then a 2.5 games back of Bend. Only 4 games left to go after this evening. The 0-2 to Brock. Backdoor breaking ball misses outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. It's a prime opportunity for the Black Bears if they're able to mount a comeback. Chased 3 already once today. We're able to tie it up. But Portland responding immediately. Here's the 1-2. High and away with the heater from Stancato. It's 2-2. Louis Albrecht, the catcher, on deck for the Black Bears in the bottom of the 8th inning. Brock Bozette working against Kyler Stancato. Stancato comes set of the belt. 2-2. Ground ball to the third baseman, Peyton Allen. He gloves it, slinging across the diamond for out number 1. So Bozette now 0 for 4 Zell bringing Louis Albrecht with 1 out and nobody on. Cowles today only with 5 hits. Against now this 4th arm in the game for the Portland Pickles on Freddie Rodriguez, Nolan Hines, Evan Leibel, and now Kyler Stancato. Albrecht has 2 of the 5 hits today for the Black Bears. First pitch to him. Big hack there, but comes up empty. It's 0-1. So Cowles down to their final 5 outs. Louis Albrecht, pair of singles for him. This 7th spot with Brett Joner as well. Get the start behind the plate, who walked, has been on base all 3 times today. The 0-1. Breaking ball high and away. Counts even at a ball and a strike. Albrecht hit streak up to 4. The hit coming in 7 games. Second multi-hit game of the year for him. 1-1. In the dirt with the heater from Stancato. It's 2-1. Cowles need to jump start this bottom 3 of the order, trying to do it. 2-1. Upstairs, it's 3-1. Stingy take there from Louis Albrecht. 9 walks to 10 strikeouts. Now in his 16th game this summer for the Central Arizona Vaquero. 3-1. Cut on and miss, and a ball in the dirt. And it's a full count. Seth Sweetchick, the second baseman, on deck. The ball hard his last time up to center, but the pitcher, now in Stancato, is able to run it down. Payoff pitch coming up with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. Cowles needs 3. Here's the pitch. Fastball off the end of the bat, rolled up the middle. Russell to his left, has it up the middle. The throw to first in time. What a play by Kyle Russell against his former Washington State teammate Louis Albrecht. Robs him of a 3-for-3 day. And there's 2 gone. They'll now bring up Seth Sweetchick. As Stancato trying to get the Black Bears 1-2-3 in the shutdown inning. 0-for-1 for Sweetchick with that fly out to center. He digs in from the right side, 2 outs and nobody on. First pitch. Cut on and missed. It's 0-1. Albrecht and now Sweetchick, all with big hacks. Against the southpaw and Kyler Stancato. Sweetchick without a home run yet this year. Trying to change that, the 0-1. Called on the outside corner at the knees, it's 0-2. Seth will now have to protect. Got to 2-2 back in the 6th. Now Stancato 1 pitch away from getting us to the 9th. Here's the 0-2. Too far outside. Competitive pitch from Stancato, but misses on the arm side. So ball and 2 strikes now to Seth Sweetchick. .313 average over his previous 5 coming into tonight. And a 4-game hit streak as well. The 1-2, the breaking ball's nowhere close. Ending up high and outside, counts even at 2-2. Stancato had a strikeout back on Saturday over his 2 2/3. The 2-2 just outside. And it's a full count to the second straight batter, Seth Sweetchick. Such a good eye at the plate. 21 walks this year and 22 games for him. Payoff pitch coming up. Here it is. Got him swinging on a ball in the dirt. And it's a 1-2-3. Bottom of the 8th inning for Kyler Stancato. We head to the 9th here on Wednesday evening. Portland 6, Cowles 3. You're listening to Cowles Black Bears Baseball.
It's baseball season, and Peace Health is excited to return as a sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears as they vie for the Western League Championship. Black Bears games make a great family event. Bring the whole crew to the ballpark for fresh air, sunshine, fun, friends, and all the thrills of Black Bears baseball. As the largest health provider in Cowlitz County, Peace Health is ready to step up to the plate and keep your family in the game, whether it's a routine appointment or specialty or emergency care. Peace Health and the Cowlitz Black Bears, two great teams.
It's coyote season here at Cowlitz River Rigging. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
6-3 as we go to the top of the ninth here at Story Field. And a new arm into the game for the Black Bears. It will be the Portland native, Cole Bertram, making his second appearance for the Black Bears this summer. His one other appearance for the Montana State Billings commit back on June 6th against Kamloops. Went one inning, one walk, and one strikeout before left the Black Bears for a little bit. Last time he did throw, though, was back on July 25th against Corvallis. One inning, one hit, one run, two walks, and a strikeout against the Corvallis Knights back a little over a week ago. Bertram now trying to keep this a three-run game going into the bottom of the ninth. Here's Hunter Clayton. The first pitch is called at the knees for strike number one.
Hunter Clayton.
One inning, three hits, three runs, only two earned, no walks and no strikeouts for Brandon Wedge. And his inning of work in the top of the eighth inning, the 0-1. Fastball fouled straight back by Clayton. Quickly 0-2. Bertram was at LCC this past year. 4.12 ERA over 19 2/3 in his second season with the Red Devils. Here's the 0-2. Bounced in the dirt. Nice backhand snag by Albrecht behind the plate. It's a ball and two strikes. The small ball, right now the difference. In that top of the eighth inning, 4 bunts placed down, with 3 resulting in base runners for the Pickles, the 1-2. Soft liner up the first base line. It just sneaks foul. We'll do it again. Clayton today's 0 for 1. A ground out for the right fielder back in the 7th against Noah Imboden, who was the first arm into the game for the Black Bears. The 1-2 from Bertram. Slider just misses outside. Counts even at 2-2. It's 8-9-1 for Portland in this top of the ninth inning. Caden Parker, the now right fielder on deck for this Pickles team. It's a 2-2. A little low with the heater, and it's a full count. Winner of this one would ensure at least a split of the season series. Right now it's looking like the Portland Pickles. Payoff pitch. Fastball, sent in the air to right center. A long run for Smith. Coming over, he'll make the grab. And there's one gone. Ball almost put perfectly in the gap, but Austin Smith able to run it down. Had Ben Ziegler come swooping in as well. There's now one gone for Caden Parker. Pretty good day for him. 2 for 3. Pair of singles and a strikeout for Parker against his former team in the Black Bears. He's single at the middle, and there they go. They got the party started for the Pickles. Righty on righty matchup. Here comes the first pitch. Cut on a miss on a fastball inside. It's 0-1. Looks like it's over in Corvallis. The Knights winning their 16th straight, the 0-1. Call on the outside corner, it's 0-2. They take down the Bend Elks 5-4. And then Wenatchee up 8-3 in the top of the ninth in Yakima. So if the Black Bears end up losing, won't lose any ground, but there's only 4 games left to go. The 0-2. Got him swinging. Bertram blows the fastball by Parker, and there's 2 gone. They'll bring up the top of the order, and Eddie Saldivar. But the Black Bears potentially missing out on a golden opportunity. So that'll bring in the top of the order for the 5th time today. It'll be Eddie Saldivar. Reached on a error by John Olson on a bunt in between the mound and first. First pitch he sees. Down and in with the heater. It's 1-0. Here's a 1-0 from Bertram. Fastball popped up, and it'll end up at a play. This one hooks foul. Counts even at 1-1 here to Saldivar. Hitless today. Does have an RBI and a sac fly, but he's 0 for 3. For the Long Beach State Dirtbag. Bertram trying to get through a 1-2-3 inning. Shakes off Albrecht now as a sign. Here comes the 1-1. Fastball. Soft liner over to Sweet Chick at second. The throw to first is in time. And it's a 1-2-3 at top of the 9th inning for Cole Bertram. One last chance for the Black Bears, trailing by 3. They'll have 9-1-2 coming up when we come back. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
The Cowlitz Black Bears are back and ready for you at Story Field. It's another summer of family-friendly fun. Plus, the Black Bears can host your birthday party, after-work get-together, or even your nonprofit can host a night and make extra money for your organization. Create a summer of great family memories with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Don't miss a single inning of Cowlitz Black Bears baseball with special events all summer long. See the schedule online, get tickets at the gate, or right now at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Here at Fiber Federal Credit Union, we're just like any other family. Sometimes you like getting together for a big old family shindig. Other times it would be really great if that family shindig could just be virtual. At Fiber Federal, we always love seeing you at any of our 16 locations, but don't feel like you need to see us face-to-face all the time. With online and mobile banking, mobile deposits, our nationwide network of ATMs, and 24/7 call center, you can visit us anytime, anywhere. And now, several locations feature ITMs with virtual representatives for basic transactions, like withdrawals, cash and check deposits, transfers, loan payments, and balance inquiries. That saves you time for more important things, like seeing your mother in person. She told us to say that. Fiber Federal Credit Union. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union. U.com. Member NCUA.
Bottom 9. Cowlitz trailing 6-3 in game number 2 between Portland and Cowlitz. Last night, the Black Bears 9-6 winners in game number 1. Tonight, they trail 6-3 down to their final 3 outs. Austin Smith, Sam Cann, and Callan Halverson against Kyler Stancato. First pitch to Smith. A soft liner down in right center for a base hit. The leadoff man is on for the Black Bears in the bottom of the 9th, and it's Austin Smith who's on for the 3rd time today. Wasting no time against Stancato, but a 1-2-3 bottom of the 8th. Now he'll bring it at the top of the order, and Sam Canton.
Here's the left fielder, number 17.
Bend has lost. Wenatchee up 8-3. Do the Black Bears have some magic to pull themselves within 2 games of a playoff spot? First pitch. Called on the inside corner to Sam Canton. It's 0-1. An 0-for-4 day for Canton. Line out, a pop out, and a pair of groundouts for the left fielder. Here's the 0-1. Slider called on the outside corner. It's 0-2. Canton on a 6-game hit streak. Last chance for him to try to extend that. The 0-2. Breaking ball. Rolled on the right side. It's through for a base knock. A seeing eye single for Sam Canton. The first two are on. And the tying run is coming to the plate in Callan Halverson. That will bring out Brian Grant, the pitching coach. For Portland, to come talk to Kyler Stancato. See how they want to attack Callan Halverson. 2-run home run in the bottom of the 7th that tied us up at 3 before Portland scored 3 in the top of the 8th. First home run for Halverson since June 18th. A no-doubter to left for the Guthrie, Oklahoma native. The franchise single-season record holder in RBIs. Now up to 40 with the chance to do it again. Cowlitz trails by 3. 2 singles to lead off the inning for Austin Smith and Sam Canton. Now brings Callan Halverson to the plate.
All right, fans, here we go. Here's the DH number 13.
As of now, the Bend Elks hold a half-game lead on the Yakima Valley Pippins and a 2-game lead over Cowlitz for that final playoff spot. First pitch, fastball yanked down and in the dirt for ball number 1. A nice snag by Campagna behind the plate. But Halverson ahead in the count, 1-0. It's been terrific time and time again for this Black Bears team all season. He awaits the 1-0. Here it is from Stancato. Big hack. He's out in front. It's 1-1. Eleventh multi-RBI game this summer for Halverson with that 2-run shot. He's been on 3 times today. The 1-1. Breaking ball high and away. It's 2-1. Stancato, outfielder by trade. His second appearance this summer. The 2-1 pitch. Swung over the top of by Halverson. It's 2-2. You can tell that he wants to tie this game up with one swing of the bat. But now he's going to have to shorten up. 2-2 the count with no outs. Ben Ziegler on deck. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball got him looking on the outside corner. Billy Yeager rings up Callan Halverson. He's got some words as he makes his way back to the third base dugout. And there's one gone. That'll now bring up Ben Ziegler, who's hitless on the day.
Center fielder number 26.
1 out. Runners on first and second as the lefty from Hawaii digs in. Cowlitz down by 3. Ziegler has turned into a big power threat as of late. Awaits the first pitch. I'll have to wait a little longer as Stancato spins off towards second. Smith on at second, Ken over at first. You're in the bottom of the 9th inning. First pitch to Ziegler. Chases one down and away. It's 0-1. 0 for 3 with a walk for Ziegler. He's now reached in his last 10. A strikeout, a fly out, and a ground out. The 0-1. Half-hearted attempt on a ball almost in the dirt. It's 0-2. He now has to protect. Stancato's allowed the first 2 to reach, but then gets a strikeout of Callan Halverson. Now trying to get through his second test with runners on. The 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Ziegler goes down on 3 pitches. And the Black Bears are down to their final out. It'll be Nick Hovland. with the opportunity. Trying to keep this one going. 2 outs, runners on first and second in the bottom of the ninth. Hovland hitless on the day. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts against Kyler Stancato. First pitch. He takes down and in for ball number 1. Gallants has had plenty of comebacks this year. Can they do it again? Stancato at the belt, the 1-0 pitch. Fastball rocketed into right center. It's down for a base hit. Smith will score easily. On his way to third is Ken. It's a 2-run game as Nick Hovland, a single into right center, cuts this lead to 2. Took Hovland to his 5th plate appearance to get one down, but it's a big one. Now the tying run's on base, and the winning run is coming to the plate. And John Olson.
First baseman number 47, John Olson.
Olson today, 1 for 3 with a single and a walk for the Portland native. Stancato set at the belt. The first pitch to Olson misses high for ball number 1. Canton at third, Hovland at first. Here in the bottom of the ninth, still with 2 outs. John Olson, can he run into one? Does not have a home run yet this year with the Black Bears. The 1-0 takes over the heart of the plate. It's 1-1. That cutter, especially against the righties, has been good here today at first. Stancato got Callan Halverson to go down looking for the first out this inning. Delivers it on the 1-0 pitch. Stancato at the belt. The 1-1. On the outer half for strike number 2. Olson will now have to protect with Cowlitz down to their final strike this evening. Portland trying to split the first 2 games. Set up a rubber game tomorrow here in this final week of the regular season. The 1-2. High and away. It's 2-2. John Olson with a chance to try to extend this game. 2-2 pitch coming up with 2 outs. Here it is. Got him swinging for strike number 3, and that's your ball game. The Black Bears put the tying run on base in the bottom of the 9th inning, but they end up dropping game number 2 and miss out on a big opportunity to come within 2 games of a playoff spot. But the rally comes up just short. Their final score on Wednesday evening at Story Field, the Portland Pickles 6 and the Cowlitz Black Bears 4. Portland 6 runs on 9 hits in 1 error. Cowlitz 4 runs on 8 hits in an error. The win today goes to Evan Leibel, and the loss goes to Brandon Wedge, while Kyler Stancato gets the save. In a game that took 2 hours and 56 minutes here on Wednesday evening at Story Field. Cowlitz, door was open to cut the lead for Bend down to 2 games after Corvallis took down the Elks 5-4 at Goss Stadium. They're in the bottom of the 9th in Wenatchee. It looks like a final, actually, between the Apple Sox and the Pippins. 8-3, Wenatchee wins that one. So the Black Bears don't lose any ground, but they do lose a game. As now there's only 4 games left to go. Cowlitz back where they were at the start of this evening. They sit 2.5 games back of a playoff spot with 4 to go. Yakima Valley, game and a half ahead of them, and the Bend Elks 2.5 games ahead of them. Well, game number 3 coming up tomorrow here from Story Field between the Portland Pickles and the Cowlitz Black Bears. The home finale for this Black Bears team in the regular season. As Cowlitz, they dropped to 23-26, 11-12 in the second half. The Pickles improves to 32-16, 17-7 in the second half. Corvallis locking up the number 1 seed. Portland helping themselves out when it comes to the battle for the 2 seed. Richfield's going to win tonight. Down in the bottom of the 9th at Borlas Stadium over Walla Walla. But now tomorrow, Cowlitz, they need a series win. And they will try to go for the series win once again tomorrow as Cowlitz looks to win their 5th series in their last 6 and try to force the season split against the Portland Pickles and help themselves out heading into Bend. Well, your final score here this evening, Portland Pickles 6 and the Cowlitz Black Bears 4. For our man working behind the scenes here on YouTube, Brody, I'm Brendan Riley signing off for the final time on Wednesday evening. Come back for game number 3 tomorrow at 6:35 right here at Story Field. Even listen to Cowlitz Black Bears baseball.